Welcome here to Hobart for the first stop of the Australian Athletics Tour. Of course, it is the 26th annual Briggs Athletics Classic. My name's Silas Moss. Next to me is Dave Robbo and Ollie Worm. We'll be the commentators and the hosts for this evening's show. Robbo, absolutely pumped to be here. How about yourself?
Yeah, look, it's been a dream come true to come down here to sunny Hobart and to take in the meet and have a great chance to enjoy the action and call the action as well. And it's the first time the Briggs Athletics Classic has been shown to the world. And it's a great honour to the late, great Graham Briggs, who this meet is named after. He, of course, brought athletics to the TV in 1982 with the Commonwealth Games, and so it's in his honour that we're here today to bring people the live stream, and can't wait, mate. Yeah,
it's great to have you here, Robbo, but I tell you what, stepping up the notch this year on the live stream is none other than elite athlete himself, Ollie Worm. Mate, it's great to have you with us, and I tell you what, you've got blue lips there, a bit of wind blowing off the top of Mount Wellington.
It's pretty chilly here in Hobart. Hopefully the rain holds off here, but no doubt we've got a great night of athletics, some top athletes, some of Tasmania's own as well, so it'd be good to see Jack Hale. We'll talk about him shortly, but yeah, it's going to be a great night of athletics, and the 5,000 is going to finish things off what should be a great evening.
Should be some great field action out there as well, Robbo, starting off in just a few moments with the men's hammer throw.
Yeah, look, they love their throwing or their chucking down here in Tasmania. There's actually a little a group called the Tassie Tossers. You can follow them on Twitter, but leading the charge from the front will be Hugh Peacock. And he's much loved down here. And I think with the home crowd behind him, he's going to be hard to beat. But I tell you what, Matt Denny, the big Queenslander, the young fella, he's coming down and he will look to assert his authority on this event. And I expect some big throws from him. He's been showing some good form. So, yeah, anything can happen in the hammer. And but we're looking forward to seeing how that's going to go.
I tell you what, Ollie, there are some of Australia's biggest stars out there. Brooke Stratton is going to be in the women's long jump. That is exciting, to say the least.
Yeah, look, it's going to be good to see Brooke Stratton having a jump in the long jump today. She's had some injury issues over the past few months. Put that behind her now. From all reports, in good nick, and we'll be looking to get a good jump out there tonight. I think she'd be happy with anything over 6:30, 6:40. Anything above 6:50 would be a bonus, so she'll be looking for a big season.
And those Tassie tosses, Robbo, they just keep on coming. Well, we've got the men's jab this week as well.
Yeah, look, this is going to be a big one. I know there's been a lot of talk about this. Hugh Peacock's brother, Hamish Peacock, came off half a run, bit of a warm-up, and threw it right out there at 83 metres, and that was just early in the new year, only a couple of weeks ago. Off his full run with a change technique. We're expecting some big things from Hamish tonight, the bronze medalist from the Glasgow Commonwealth Games, and he might throw big, 86 metres. He's going to have to throw big to go up against the likes of New Zealand's Stuart Farquhar. He can throw it far. He's been at the Olympics a couple of times for the New Zealanders, and it's going to be great to see those two battling out. New South Wales, Matty Outson, he'll be the third prong in that attack. And look for those javelins to fly. Can they get one on top of Mount Wellington? That's what I want to see.
Well, exactly right. Those Tassie tosses, can they do it? Well, I'm looking forward to see that tonight. But I tell you what, the words on the lips of everyone. You can let us know, Ollie. Men's 100 metres tonight.
Well, Jack Hale, the hometown hero, he has been in great form. Obviously, we saw him with the Australian All Schools run 10.13 with an illegal tailwind, but nevertheless was an amazing run. I think he's who the locals are going to want to come and see. Obviously, a few other locals as well, but he's going to be great to watch in the 100 metres, and he's also going to do the long jump tonight. So very interesting to see how he goes. The wind's playing around up here, so it'll be interesting to see how the conditions settle for the 100 metres, which is not too far away.
And it's going to take a bit of running down one of the straights here, Robbo. The women's 1,500 metres, some belters there as well.
Yeah, definitely. Mel Duncan returns to defend her title. She ran so impressively here last year, and she's backing it up. She'll be full of confidence. Commonwealth Games under her belt. She's got a great PB, 4:05. I think she's going to be very hard to beat. But Madeline Heiner is also in great form recently. She had a great run at Zatopek end of last year, and she's going to look to threaten what is a shorter distance for her, but I reckon she can really push Mel all the way, so that's going to be a cracker.
As I said many times during the week, run, jump, chuck, very simple sport, athletics. And some of the sports actually take in two of those, run and jump. We're talking about the 400 metres hurdles tonight. Ollie, an event pretty close to your heart as well, mate.
Yeah, well, look, we've got some good athletes. New Zealander, Cochrane, he's coming out to have a run, sub-54 hurdler. Also a Canadian young man who's been training with Matt Beckham up there in Canberra. His PB is 50.45. He opened up last weekend at 51.5, I think it was, so it should be a very good battle between those two. And also in the women's 400 metre hurdles, Lauren Wells also trained up there with Matt Beckenham. She's been in very good early season form, particularly over the 100 and 200, and she looks in great nick, so I think she's going to have that field covered tonight. Be interesting to see how far she can go early on.
And last one, we mentioned at the top of the show, the men's 5,000. I'm just going to jump in there. I copped
a few elbows there. I was wondering what that was all about.
We can't not mention it. Just quickly, the men's 5,000. Benny Saint, he won last year. He returns, but he's coming back from an Achilles injury. He is the third best ranked all-time men's 5,000 in Australia. But we've got the 8th and 9th best ranked as well. Brett Robinson, David McNeil. I think it's going to be a great tussle there again. Dua Yoa, Mitch Brown also in the mix there. That's going to finish things up here, as is tradition, at the Briggs Athletics Classic. What a feast of running, jumping and chucking, Mossy.
Absolutely. We've got a star-studded outfit, not just here on the commentary team, but also out there on the track and in the field for the 26th annual Briggs Track Classic, the first stop of the Australian Athletics Tour. And why don't we start things off by going out there to the men's hammer throw.
So here we are with the men's hammer throw, one of our key events tonight. Local boy Hugh Peacock will be out there. And we've also got Matt Denny. You can see him warming up. He's got the nice red socks pointed up there.
Yeah, look, we've got the 5 competitors there in the hammer throw. Obviously the ones to watch, the local boy Hugh Peacock and Matt Denny. Some highlights here of the hammer throw. Jack Dalton there from Victoria.
A nice throw out there. 80's thrown out there, looks like beyond the 60s. It's a bit hard to tell without the arcs, but nice little throw, and looks like he might be a bit of a blood nut as well. Good to see. And of course, this is a highlight package. We had it a little bit earlier. So in the ring now is Matt Denny.
Yeah, look, Matt Denny, one of our top juniors from Queensland, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes tonight. It's a good one out there. Of course, Matt Denny's personal best, 67.23. So be interesting to see if he can get close to that tonight, or even go a bit better. If he goes anything near that or better, it will show some very good early season form. He looks content there with that throw.
It's always been a great battle between Matt Denny and Hugh Peacock. There's one centimetre between them as far as their personal best as well. But I know that young Huey will be really looking forward to ripping one out today.
And we can see Peacock in the ring now in the Tasmanian Institute of Sport colours. He'll want to impress his home crowd here. It's a big one out there.
Not quite probably got out of the hands how he would have liked it to. And I'll tell you, one of the great things about the Briggs Athletic Classic down here is the fact that the field events are so well supported.
No doubt about that. Particularly some of the Tasmanians, they've got some great field eventers coming through in the long jump and the throws. So it's a great chance for them to showcase some of their athletes, and also good to see the interstaters coming down as well, and a couple of international athletes competing tonight. Got the local athlete here, Stuart Morse, in the ring from the eastern suburbs. He gets one out there, just over 40 metres. So the crowd is coming out for a big evening. No doubt a lot of them will be here to watch a bit of a local hero, Jack Hale, fastest Australian junior of all time.
Looks like from New South Wales here, Costa Cuspa.
Yes, born in 96. And he gets it out pretty well there, and a very cool orange Adidas kit there, and that's probably around the 56, 57 metre mark, so that's right up there.
Speaking of Adidas, they're a proud major partner of Athletics Australia, and its official apparel and footwear supplier. Adidas aims to make athletes better by developing cutting-edge products to make you faster, stronger, smarter and cooler. And I can tell you, for us tonight as well, Ollie, keeping us warm.
I'll tell you what, the Adidas gear that I've been given tonight is absolutely exceptional. Nothing cooler than the traditional 3-stripe Adidas kit. So they've kitted us out very well tonight, and no doubt the athletes as well. Wearing a bit of the Adidas kit there. So the hammer throw action here, it is heating up a bit now. See Matt Denny back in the ring as part of this highlights reel.
And we've got some big events coming up. Javelin throw will be one of the next ones, and 400 metre hurdles for the women.
Yeah, that should be a fantastic event. Interesting to see how Lauren Wells goes. Obviously, she's competed for Australia at the highest level for a long time, and she'll want to post some early season form. And by all reports, Matt Beckenham has got her running very well there early on, and she looks in great nick. So can't wait to see Lauren Wells step out in the field there. We do see Brooke Stratton warming up there in the long jumps. The women's long jump's not far away either.
Yes, it's going to be great to see Brooke return. Of course, Karina Minko as well. Both the Victorian girls, they'll be looking forward to showing us their best. And for Brooke Stratton, as we see Costas just launching one out here again. Not a bad little effort for him. First sort of competition, I guess, of the season, Australian Athletics Tour here.
Yeah, look, I think a lot of these throwers will be looking to get some early season form. If they could get a personal best early on, that'd be fantastic, but this will be a stepping stone to bigger things, and of course we've got the tour going nationwide, so a lot of opportunities to throw big for these hammer throwers here, and look, no doubt Matt Denny and Hugh Peacock will be putting on a show tonight, particularly Hugh Peacock with a lot of his friends and family coming to watch him.
It's a little bit cool here. I tell you what, you'd be wanting to get the throws over and done with now, wouldn't you, rather than stick around all night?
Yeah, look, a 5-man field as well. They won't be spending too much time out of there, but looks like Matt Denny, he's stepping in the ring there, and him and Peacock are the clear first and second athletes for the evening. And results will be available shortly.
He came out pretty well, Matt Denny. Sort of fell out a little bit during the middle couple of throws, and looking at him now, he looks pretty pumped for this one. Nice throw there by Matt Denny. And eventually, Matt Denny did take out the men's hammer throw here at the Briggs Athletics Classic. You can catch up online, athletics.org.au, of all the live results. But I know that Robbo is down trackside with Matt Denny, the winner of the men's hammer.
Look, your hair's looking fantastic, Matthew Denny. We're joined by the big fella from Queensland. He's been throwing that hammer this afternoon here in Hobart. And, mate, you got one out there finally at the end. How'd it feel?
Yeah, no, it was good. The comp was a bit of a stuff up. The first throw was 64, and then the rest of the comp was shambles. Everything fell apart. But that last throw started up a clap and had a crack, but obviously paid off. And I actually feel a bit bad for taking it off Huey in his hometown, but I was happy with the PB because I've been training so well the last few months. So.
And always a force to be reckoned with, the Tassie Tossers. And Hugh Peacock, he's going to be going around in the shot put later on. You're coming back tomorrow for a crack at the discus. Tell us, looking forward to the season ahead, what's really got you fired up? Are you just hedging your bets, throwing anything you can, or have you really going to target the discus?
I'm going to have a crack at both, but this year I'm going to have a crack at trying to get into Open World Champs and try and get into those qualifiers. And then if that doesn't work out, I'm going to head over to Europe anyway and probably concentrate on disc a little bit more and have a crack at that World Junior record, see if I can get over that. So.
All right, and where are we going to see you on the tour next?
Newcastle.
Mate, look forward to seeing you up there next week. Well done again today, and keep chucking them hard, keep chucking them long.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
So we've got the men's javelin coming up very shortly. Another one of the Peacock boys, Hamish. He will be carrying the local hopes. So he actually won a bronze medal at last year's Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, where he threw 81.75. So he's already improved that lifetime best to 83.31, with the World Championship qualifying standard being 82 metres. So he's in very good early season form. And much like his brother, he'll be looking to put on a good performance here in front of his home crowd and get a good one and perhaps improve on that 83.31. We've also got the New Zealander, Stuart Farquhar, out here, a personal best of 86.31. So he'll provide a lot of competition. And also the other Australian in the event, Matthew Oudson of New South Wales, personal best of 79.41. So just the three competitors there in the javelin, but three athletes of very high quality there, including Hamish Peacock, Commonwealth Games medalist. So that should be a great event to watch this evening as we watch some of our master athletes now just competing there in the background of 4x400 metres. So good to see some of the local athletes getting the opportunity to showcase their performances tonight.
And for those people who are field lovers, and quite often we get the feedback that we want to see more from the field, where it's an absolute field extravaganza tonight. We've already had the hammer throw, we've got the jav coming up, and then the long jump, as we've mentioned a few times, with Brooke Stratton, the return of Brooke. And you just see up there on the screen, javelin throw men, Matty Outson, Stuart Farquhar and Hamish Peacock, the three there. Nate, what are you looking forward to out of these?
Look, I think you can't go past the local lad there, Hamish Peacock. I think Stuart Farquhar, it'd be interesting to see what sort of form he is in early on. So I'd love to see the local boy, Hamish Peacock, get up and potentially throw another personal best, as he's already in fantastic early season form. So you can see some of the Masters athletes there, mate.
Don't laugh. Could be you one day, buddy.
I'm not laughing.
I've seen the way you walk up those stairs. A little bit better than me, mate. A little bit better than me. And that's Matty Outson there in the yellow shirt from New South Wales. He was a bit of a outstanding junior. Hasn't really risen to the top just yet. But he'll be looking forward in a World Championship year to give his best, and leading into Rio as well.
Yeah, look, I mean, 79 metres is a very good throw, but obviously the World Championship qualifying standard 82 metres. So he's in the ballpark. He just needs to have a breakthrough season, and perhaps 2015 could be that season where he gets the breakthrough. So throwing well, gets the red flag there early on, but that's out there. That's over 75 metres for his first one. Just got the red flag there for overstepping, but some good early competition form there from Matthew Outson of New South Wales.
Let's go for it. What do you say, Outson, Outson? Can we get someone on Twitter? Hashtag Summer of Ass. I'm going Outson.
I'm going Outson.
Of course, you can actually follow all the action here. athletics.org.au/summer is a hub there where you can get everything. You've got event times, athletic stories, a whole range of things, and Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And again, use that hashtag Summer of Ass, and you might find your name popping up on the screen.
Looks like Stuart Farquhar here, the New Zealander. He's getting ready to have his first throw of the competition. He's a regular at a lot of these Athletics Australia Tour meets, and you look forward to him hopefully pushing Hamish Peacock throughout the event. So we see Brooke Stratton there just in the background warming up there for the women's long jump. And once again, 3 competitors there, but 3 quality competitors, with Emma Knight and Karina Minko joining her there in the women's long jump.
And if you've just joined us, you missed a great pun, I think it was by Robbo in the opener, when he mentioned that Farquhar will throw it out far.
Classic
Robbo.
Good throw there from Farquhar. Probably just over the 70-metre mark. He actually steps over there, and that's a foul, so no.
What is the go with that? They just, when they don't like it, they step over the red line. What's that?
They're just not happy, mate. That's not a true reflection of where they're at, so they go, nope, I'm going to put that as a foul. So
it doesn't come up on their records.
It looks that way, doesn't it? They want to delete it from the system, pretend it never happened, and get on with it. The next throw, pop out a big one.
In around about 10 minutes' time, the women's long jump will get underway. We'll be bringing you as much coverage of that and the javelin throw as possible. And at the same time, 6:15, the 400-metre hurdles women, where you get to see the action. Lauren Wells, a multiple national champion, and Sarah Klein as well.
Yeah, Lauren Wells has been at the top of her game for many years now, and I think she's in for another big season. And I think she's really setting Rio as one of her really big targets, and it'd be lovely to see her, break that 55-second barrier. PB is 55.08, and she's been around that mark at a World Championship level, semi-finals. But I think she wants to get that breakthrough where she can be a finalist and, be pushing for top 5 at major championships. And when you're in the final, then you never know how you can go. So interesting to see how Lauren Wells go tonight. As we see in the javelin there, Hamish Peacock getting ready to throw in front of his home crowd, his first throw of the competition.
Hey boys, I tell you what, things are revving up down here on the side of the track, and the crowd in that grandstand, with Hamish Peacock about to throw, they have lit up. Let's see what he can do on throw number 1.
And Hamish Peacock there, that's about the 80-metre mark there, so a great opener for Hamish Peacock, the local boy. What did you think of that, Silas?
Yeah, that's a ripper, and I tell you what, King Gang Zhao's meet record of 80.77 metres set back in 2013 may well come under fire today. You'll see it there with the yellow line. So, yeah, fantastic stuff for him.
Tell you what, boys, I haven't got great visibility of the javelin down here, so you just tell me if you let's rip one of these boys, I'm going to have to run for cover. I know how far these boys can throw it. I think that that meet record, yeah, that could go pretty early here, just looking at that on paper there, Mossy.
78.56 there, the first throw from Hamish Peacock. I was about to get the phone ready and give Queen Gang Zhao a call and say, sorry, mate, your record's gone. But I think if the meet progresses, that meet record could be in heavy danger, particularly as he's through 83 metres in the past couple of weeks.
Yes, and of course, a big shout-out to Queen Gang and all of the Zhao family. I'm sure they're tuning in to the Briggs Athletic Classic live stream, the first ever.
That's right. You can watch it all around the world. Tell all your friends to head on to athletics.org.au or over to AthOst YouTube channel. And the world qualifying standard for the men's jab throw is 82 metres. 82 metres. So let's hope that Hamish can throw out another one today.
We're ready now to go into round 2 of the javelin. Outson or Oudson, however we'd like to say it. He's up now on the runway.
PB of 79.41.
And he gets a good one out there, but he fouls it. So that was probably over 70 metres, so I can see why he wasn't that happy with the throw. But he stepped over the mark there, so that wouldn't appear on the results. And next up we'll have Farquhar on the runway. And we see the athletes getting ready for one of our first track events of the night, 800 metres B race. So some good athletes there with PBs around the 150 mark. Actually, one athlete in there with a sub 150 time, Mitchell Thompson there from Victoria, trained with the Bruce Scriven, attended Melbourne Grammar School there, so I know a bit about Mitchell Thompson there, but looks like the B race there is actually quite competitive. As I look down here, you can see the national record there, 144.40, Ralph DeBell and Alex Rowe.
Here goes Farquhar. Launching one out there.
How far for Farquhar?
And we'll just wait for the measurement there. And we won't be able to cover all the events here at the Briggs Athletics Classic, but if you'd like to know the results, just head on over to athletics.org.au.
Yes, it's a great service that Mossy. Athletics.com.au will work also. And I'm here tuning in, and I'll tell you, it's a great way to watch field athletics here and throw-by-throw updates coming through, which is absolutely great. I'll tell you one thing, a little track. If you are on your mobile device, iPhone or Android phone, and you're flicking down looking for the results, flip your phone around to landscape mode, and there you'll see the option to click on the results. Just a little trap there in case you're wondering where those results are, folks.
Trap for young players, Robbo.
Well, it caught me out. So yeah, it's a tricky little trap, that one.
And of course, you can follow at Mr. Dave Robbo. He's one of Australia's athletics legendary social media gurus.
Here's Hamish.
And a big throw there from Hamish Peacock. Gets it out there just around the 80-metre mark once again. So that meet record is still there. But a great throw there from Hamish Peacock.
So just waiting for the result for Hamish Peacock in that throw.
Lane 7, the Tasmanian champion from the Northwest Athletic Club, Daniel Reeves. And in lane number 8, from Victoria, Hamish Bayless.
78.71 there for Hamish Peacock. So he's in the ballpark there, and I think he'll be really looking to get above 80 metres this evening. Into round 3 now of the men's javelin. Peacock in the lead there. boots and gets it out there. Probably won't be that happy with that one. That's about the 65 to 70 metre mark. And please make sure you do check the live results there on athletics.com.au. We do have throw by throw, jump by jump results there available. So please click onto athletics.com.au website, have a look at the live results there, and you should be able to get all the results there. We'll update you as we go, but full results will be posted on there.
And of course, you can watch this live wherever you are around the world. For those here in Tasmania, in Hobart, come on, get on down, rug up, and come down to the Domain Athletics Centre right above the Queen's Domain. And you'll be able to see all the action. If you want to live stream it as well, you can do that on your phone.
And we are just introducing the 3 females in the long jump. So that's Brooke Stratton, Karina Minko and Emma Knight. And as I mentioned in the preview there, very interesting to see how Brooke Stratton goes in the long jump there. She had a bit of an injury issue, but from all reports, she's back. And I think she'll be looking for a good jump as Farquhar releases the javelin there. Around the 75 to 77 metre mark.
It's well below his personal best of 86.31.
Hey boys, one of the things I love about the live stream is the interaction with the fans out there, and I'm just keeping a little eye on the tweets coming through. And a good one here from Tim Rosen, and he says, anyone else think Ollie Worm is sounding a little bit like Richie Benno on the live stream tonight? Hashtag chew for chew.
Yes, thank you very much there, Mossy.
Don't start him off, he'll be talking about lamb pretty soon.
Well, the Australia Day is tomorrow, so if you are near a butcher, get some lamb for tomorrow. We did just see Mitch Thompson there take out the B race of the 800 metres. Around a time of 1:52 there. Official results will be posted there on athletics.com.au. But Mitchell Thompson there, he's a sub-150 man when in shape, and he's had some injury issues. But good to see him back on the track there and take the win of the B race in the men's 800 metres.
And of course, you can follow all the action online, Summer of Ath hashtag, as well as hashtag Briggs 2015. And Ange Lee has said really grateful for the informed commentary, and would like to make sure that Lissy Duncan is shown in the 1500 metres. Well, I can tell you, Ange, that we will absolutely, most definitely be covering the 1500 metres. We've got Maddie Heiner from New South Wales and Lissy Duncan from Victoria at 7:45. That's 7:45 for the women's 1500 metres. Was that to me, Robbo?
I'll tell you what, just a little update on the conditions down here. The wind seems to be coming from Mount Wellington. I don't know if there is snow up there. My Adidas Athletics Australia polo shirt may need topping up later on. It's a little bit chilly, but I don't think there's snow up there, but it certainly is fresh. I'm not sure it's conducive to the big throws tonight for the guys in the Jav, but we see the long jumpers here. Maybe they can get a little tailwind, and that'll help them sail into the sandpit. And I can't wait to see Brooke Stratton. This is a really exciting night for Brooke as we welcome her back into top-level competition. I know she was devastated not to get over there to Glasgow and show the world what she could do, having won the national championships in Melbourne last year. But she's going to come out tonight, and I'm sure she's going to enjoy her jumping, and I expect she'll be relaxed, and I'm hoping to see her jump far.
Look, I think Brooke Stratton will be looking for a big jump tonight, and let's hope Emma Knight and Karina Minko can give us some competition. So it's just the 3 women in the field there, as you can see the start list there on the screen, and we've got some great athletics getting underway now. We also have a second heat of the B800 metres going on in the background. We'll update you when the results come there, but it's all really the javelin, men's javelin and the women's long jump. They're the real highlights at the moment, and we will keep you updated as much as possible.
So Emma Knight there from Victoria with a PB of 6:09, Karina Minko 6:38, and as we step right up there, Brooke Stratton of the Victorian Institute of Sport, 6 metres 70.
And just a quick mention, I know we're focused there on the long jump, but this 800 metre race that's going on at the moment, for those interested, we've got Dion Kenzie running in this race, Tasmania. You'll see him come around here. Now, Dion is a world record holder. He set the new world record in the 1500 metres for his classification and he might have a chance at 800-metre world record here tonight as well. So we'll keep you posted there, and as we cover, there's plenty going on, run, jump and chuck.
We're just getting a result there for Emma Knight for her first jump, so 5.53. She'll be looking to improve on that. As Karina Minko is our next athlete on the runway there. So the 3 Victorian girls here at battle.
As you can see there, athletics.com.au, which is the home of athletics here in Australia. And if you go to /summer, you can get all the hub, the social hub, give you all the information. And please interact with us on the hashtag Summer of Aths. We'll throw it out there, hashtag Briggs 2015 as well. Why don't you throw both of them in there?
And this is a great front-running performance there. For any horse racing fans, they might know of the Cleaner, a very famous Tasmanian horse, a real front-running horse. And this has been a great front-running run here in the 800 metres. He's going to get some competition here. He might just hold on. And a great run there, 1:58.35 there from young Daniels in a real front-running effort there as Karina Minko there jumps into the long jump. So it's all happening here. It is all happening here.
I reckon you can put $1 in the jar for every time Ollie Worm says it's all happening here.
Tell you what, Rob, are you into him, mate?
Oh, well, look, no, I'm not into him. I'm a massive Ollie Worm
I'm into him. I reckon he's great.
Yeah, I hope you've warmed him up with a hot cup of coffee up there, because, geez, I'll tell you what, those blue lips,
well,
they were trending on Twitter.
They've gone from royal to sky blue.
Have they? Well,
boys.
Oh, talk about it.
Here we go. Brooke Stratton on the runway.
Oh, this is great to see. Brooke Stratton coming back from injury.
Yeah, go Brooks.
The tunes are happening here. Everyone's getting behind Brooke Stratton here. And it's a great vibe here. The organisers done a fantastic job. People have come out to watch, and it's just building minute by minute.
And here goes Brooke Stratton. She'll be just happy to get through this one uninjured. Oh, great stuff, Brooke. Throwing it out there. Good to see her back in competition. Yeah, we'll get you a result for that very shortly. And again, don't forget to follow the hashtag. You see up there a young lady by the name of Melissa Breen. I think she's a pretty decent athlete.
She is the fastest Australian female of all time. Great to see her getting around us. Thank you, Mel. No doubt you're watching there at home, and we look forward to calling you over the domestic season. No doubt you're ready to have a run soon, and particularly with your home track classic coming up there in Canberra. Great to see that Canberra people get their own track classic this year.
And Mel Breen, boys, just to point out there as well, she's got a pretty fast pair of legs. She's got a very, very fast pair of thumbs as well. She can tweet and Instagram like the best of them. And there we go. That would have taken that took her less than 11.11 seconds to type that tweet and get that out.
She definitely has Mossy and Robbo on it's like speed dial.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, that'd be a pre-loaded. That'd be a template, I'd say, that one.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Mel. We
Cheers,
absolutely
Mel.
love your support.
And they're obviously about to tune in as Lauren Wells is warming up there, getting behind the blocks. Brooke Stratton's first jump there, 5.92 . So a solid jump there for Brooke Stratton. She would obviously expect a lot more of herself. Here's Emma Knight on the runway. And a good jump there from Emma Knight. She's obviously known a bit more for her triple jumping. One of the top triple jumpers in the country for a few years now.
It's pretty greedy, isn't it? 3 jumps.
Well, I think they need 3 jumps. At championship they can get 6 as well, mate, so they're very greedy there.
And you can see down on the track, you'll get a look at this in a moment. Lauren Wells in the 400-metre hurdles.
Hamish Peacock's coming out very shortly in the javelin. I've got Queen Craig Zhao's number here ready to call him when the meet record goes. I'm sure he's a top bloke, but I've got a feeling they're going to give him a run for his money. So we're turning our attention now to the women's 400-metre hurdles. So I'll go through our start list now for all their friends and family at home. Lane 1 is Sarah Salmon of New South Wales. Lane 2, Laura McAdam there of Queensland. Horrobin there, Victoria in 3. Lauren Wells, the one to watch there in lane 4. Klein in lane 5. Buchanan in lane 6. Story of New South Wales in lane 7. And in lane 8, Genevieve Cobe there of New South Wales. So Lauren Wells there, no doubt the one to watch. And it'd be great to see her pop out of time there around the 56-second mark, possibly even the 55-second mark. I'm sure Maddie B has got her running well there. And towards the end of the season, she's going to be flying, no doubt.
And Sarah Klein from New South Wales as well, with a 58.02. She'll in there, as you can see, personal best there, 52.82 over 400, but 55 low 400-metre hurdles. What do you think of that?
Very impressive there. 7 national titles there for Lauren Wells. So she's been at the top of her game for some time now, and I think the next couple of years she's going to take that next step. There you go. I made the call. She's going to take the next step.
The next step.
Next
boys,
level.
I got something for you as well. I reckon the meet record might go here. A young lady named Lauren Bowden holds the meet record. And can Wells take one off Bowden?
Well.
56.07. You called it there, Ollie, 56 odd, so I'm going to back it in.
And just for those out there, obviously Lauren was formerly a Bowden, and now she's Mrs. Wells. Born in 88. You guys know what was big in Australia in 88? The World Expo.
There you go.
There's Matty B, guys. There's Matty B, the coach of Lauren Wells. And he's got 2 athletes tonight competing in the 400 hurdles, one in the men's race, one in the women's race. But he seems like he's expecting a good run tonight from Lauren Wells, but bigger things to come as the season progresses. And Matty B, of course, one of our top coaches there. As Brooke Stratton there jumps into the pit. I will update you with the result there. So 6.39 there from Brooke Stratton. Now that is what we'd like to see. Brooke Stratton there, 6 metres 39. She's back. She is back, ladies and gentlemen. That is some great early season form. She's back better than ever. And look, she'll be very happy with that. That's probably a bit of a relief for her after the time she's had off, the injuries. That will be a big relief for her. She's on the way back, and that sets her up for a good season. To know she's around that ballpark and to get back to 670, she's going to have to do those small things now to get to that back to that level she was at. But Lauren Wells there, ready to go in the 400-metre hurdles.
7-time national championship. Robbo, you reckon she'll be knocking over a few more of those in the next couple of years?
Well, hopefully she's not knocking over any hurdles, as we saw her coach do famously all those years ago on this very track, as he decided to tackle the hurdle. But,
yes, the famous Matt Beckenham. I think it was the first hurdle there. He was racing Rowan Robinson and a few other guys. He'll remember that fondly as Lauren Wells goes into the blocks. So they're away cleanly in the first start there in the 400-metre hurdles. Wells off to a good start. On her inside there, Buchanan running well, as is Klein and Horrobin. But Lauren Wells, she states her intention there quite early on as she goes down the back straight. They're striding down in the lead there. So Wells runs away from them early there. She is on fire here as she goes through the 5th hurdle there. Got her stride pattern as the other athletes there are chasing. Horrobin, Salmon, McAdam, Cowie, Story, Buchanan, but Lauren Wells there, she's got a big lead as she really shows us how good she's there, well in front. So let's get behind her. I hope the crowd gets behind her. She's the home straight now. She's in the lead.
Might have to start a hashtag.
Come on, Lauren Wells. She's running well here, looking very strong. About to negotiate the last hurdle here. She's clear. The clock's at 51 seconds. She's running well there and looking very strong as she goes to the line there. 56.75 there for Lauren Wells. I think she'll be very happy with that. And her coach, Matt Beckenham, will also be very happy with that. And looks like Sarah Klein there, also one of our talented youngsters there, gets second place. But Lauren Wells, she will be very happy with that. And I saw her parents here earlier. They've come all the way from Canberra to watch her, and they'll be very happy also.
Well, that's a better time than everyone else in the field's personal best. So Lauren Wells looking very good at this stage of the season. And, mate, you're a 400-metre hurdler, and 400 flats. How would she be feeling right now?
Oh, look, I think she'll have a...
Silly question, huh?
a fair bit of lactic in there, but she'll be very happy with that run. A bit of relief early on in the season to get a good run out there. She's done a few flat races there in Canberra, and I think it will show her and her coach, Matt Beckham, they're heading in the right direction. Hopefully, as we mentioned earlier, this season it'd be great to get under her PB, 55.08, into that 54-second territory, means she can be a real player at major championships.
And we'll just go down now to Dave Robbo. He's got Lauren Wells.
Thanks very much, Mossy. I'm joined here on the dais with Loz, and I saw a quad slap at the start and a fist pump at the finish. Job done for you there. You happy with that?
Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. It's only my second run since Glasgow, so yeah, I just want to run a faster time than what I did in Canberra a few weeks ago, and the conditions are really tricky tonight, so my coach Matt Beckenham's back home, and I was constantly on the phone with him trying to talk about what I would do, but I executed something I haven't done before, so I'm really excited about what that means for the future.
Yeah, awesome, well done. And look, one thing I was really excited to see was your name down twice tonight, one in the 1500 later on. How are you going to still stick to that plan or give that a miss?
Well, I'm not going the whole way, we'll put it that way. I'll try and make it to 600 and pace the girls.
There's nothing to jump over.
I know, but I think I'm more nervous about that.
Have you raced a 15 before?
No, I'm not built for distance.
All right, we'll let you go and catch your breath and recover. That's not till the second last event tonight. Well done on a great run to open your season.
Thanks very much. Thanks, guys.
And just while we're at that interview there, Brooke Stratton has improved on her second round jump there to jump 6 metres 42. So she'll be very happy with that, consistently around that 640 mark tonight. And with a couple more jumps there, I think she'll be looking to go perhaps around that 650 metre mark if we can tonight. The men's 4 hurdlers there are getting ready to go. We'll introduce our field there for the men's 400 metre hurdles shortly. And as mentioned in the preview there, the New Zealander, Michael Cochrane there, and also Tate Nystron. I've got to get his name right there, the Canadian. He's also training with Matt Beckenham. Tate Nystron, I believe. Tate Nystron, they're the Canadian. So he's moved over here to have to do some training with Matt Beckenham. Emma Knight there in the long jump. She'll be hoping to get over 6 metres. And the Canadian there, PB of 50.45. So he actually opened up in Canberra last week with a 51.9. Him and Coach Beckenham were pretty happy with that, and he'll be looking to get some competition tonight from the New Zealander. And good to see a couple of other Aussie guys there. James Roth, he's been around the circuit for some time there, and he's got a pretty decent personal best himself around the 51.1 mark.
Hey, Ollie, just hearing you reading out the start list there for the men's 400 hurdles, it looks like a United Nations of hurdlers here. We've got Canada, Ecuador, New Zealand, and even Victoria covered.
Well, indeed, the Ecuadorians made the trip over here. That is very keen. Good to see the Ecuadorian here.
They'll be loving the weather, that's for sure.
Indeed, very different climate to Ecuador.
I don't think they even sell jumpers in Ecuador, do they? You wouldn't have bought one. But look, Michael Cochrane, looking forward to seeing him. His PB was at the Perth Track Classic last year. Ran very, very well over there for his 48.94. He is a cut above the rest, you'd say, here in this race. So it's going to be great to see what the Kiwi can do. And a big shout out to all our followers and viewers over there in New Zealand. It feels like we're in New Zealand a little bit here on the South Island.
And I saw Robertson out of lane 8 there, Robbo. Any relation, mate?
Yeah, cousin Tom. No, always got a soft spot for Tommy. In fact, I think he looks like he's got more your genes, Mossy, with the pasty skin and the ginger hair.
Oh, I thought you meant the tight blue ones that I'm wearing tonight.
Yeah.
So it'd be a very interesting race there, Cochrane. I'm not sure if he's raced this season, but the Canadian there, Tate, he's got some season form, early season form. So it's going to be an interesting race to see if Cochrane is race fit or whether he's using this race as a launching platform for his season. As we've got written here, a PB of 48.94, which is that can get you semi-finals at major championships.
So if you'd like to get in contact us, join us on the conversation at hashtag Briggs 2015. And we'll be able to pop it up there for all the best tweets. Huge virtual high fives to everyone.
About ready to go now. The next event, the men's 400-metre hurdles. Ones to watch, Cochrane and Nystein. So away cleanly there. Off to a good start there was the Canadian. Cochrane's running well, and Roth is running well on the outside there. And also in lane 2 there, Raymond Smith. As they go down the back straight there, Cochrane there in the Adidas bodysuit. He's running very well. The Canadian with a bit of work to do there. Roth's pulled up, unfortunately. We hope he's all right there. But the New Zealander there, Cochrane, running very well. Tate Nystein, he's got a bit of work to do. He's quite a strong finisher, though, from what I understand. But Cochrane, he's well in front there. Running a good solid race there. The Canadian starting to get his stride there, as you can see him wearing the Canadian national colours. Into the home straight now, it's the Kiwi in the lead. Cochrane there, PB of 48.94, negotiating the hurdles. The Canadian's got a bit of work to do, and on the inside there, running very well is John Howe, but it looks like the New Zealander gets the win there. The clock has stopped. We're not sure of the time yet. We'll confirm with you shortly, and they'll be on live results. But a good win there from the Kiwi athlete. Michael Cochrane there, winner of the men's 400-metre hurdles. 50.95 is the winning time there, as Hamish Peacock, he's getting the crowd behind him there in the javelin.
Here's Hamish Peacock on the runway. Lets one rip. Crowd right behind him, but that's a foul. He's not happy with that.
Another
Walks
one of
over
those
the
step
line.
overs there for the Tassie tossers. You know how I feel about the red flag. And if you'd like to join in the conversation, hashtag Summer of Ass. I'd like to hear from you. And look at those fellas on the screen there, hey? Don't know about that guy on the left. What do you reckon, Robbo?
Yeah, look, reminded me of a couple of fit-looking blokes running around Hobart this morning.
Yeah, that's right. Went on about an 8K jog, was it?
Yeah, I think we might have cracked 10 almost.
Yeah,
so you've got a bit of work to do for you, Mossy, if we can get you ready for the final events of the tour.
Yep.
The Sydney Track Classic and the Melbourne World Challenge. But, mate, I'm confident we can get you there.
Yes. I'm just trying to figure out which distance I go. I reckon I got the body for a 400. Maybe not the spirit. You see there, Hamish Peacock. And just a few events that will be coming up. We've got the men's 100-metre finals. There's 3 of those. Jack Hale will be involved in that. Will be coming up very shortly, only 3 minutes away before the first one gets underway. And the shot put men and women combined, we've got Damien Birkenhead from Victoria, one of our Commonwealth Games athletes, and in the women, Rebecca Doreen as well. Make sure you stick around, though. The big event tonight, I know the one that Robbo will be very, very excited about, just shy of 8 o'clock, is the men's 5,000 metres. Dave McNeil, Brett Robinson, Brenton Rowe, and James Nipperas. We're on the tarmac for the long jump Ollie.
It is great to see this year Athletics Australia has actually updated their live results, so you can see jump by jump. So you can see there Brooke Stratton 592, 639 to 642. Emma Knight so far 553, 578 and 589, and Karina Minko 599 to 613 and 618. So great initiative here from Athletics Australia, really taking the next step with their live results system. Emma Knight there about to get airborne on the runway, hopefully cracking the 6 metres there. Just had a tweet from Maddie B. Unfortunately, I pronounced the Canadian's name wrong. Apologies there. I won't have another crack because
go on, have a crack.
No, we'll leave it there. But he ran well. He'll be looking for another run soon. But the New Zealand looked pretty impressive there out in front. And let's just hope Roffey there's okay. So James Roff, he's been around for a while now, always competitive over the 400 metre hurdles. And we hope he's all right.
Just on those live results you mentioned before, Wormy, I think, yeah, a fantastic initiative of Athletics Australia this year to provide them many more live, and they'd be in the future. And,
well, that's a good call there, mate.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just seeing some great stuff on Twitter. Great banner. Keep it coming through, folks. And Nick Kyrgios is in action at the moment at the Aussie Open, and I'm seeing plenty of dual screen sporting vision here, with one eye on the Australian Open and one eye on the Briggs Athletic Classic. So we challenge you to watch as many screens as you want, as long as you've got the live stream happening down here. We're happy.
Well, our next event on the track, we're about to see a great race in the 100 metres. We've actually got 3 races, the A, B and C race, and the A race contains the local hero, Jack Hale. Now, for those at home who don't know about Jack Hale, which I'm sure you all do, he basically is the fastest Australian junior of all time at the Australian All Schools. He posted a time of 10.13. It was wind assisted, but he has a personal best there of 10.42. So I think he's still only 16 years of age. Is that right there? He's quite a young man. So he's got a lot ahead of him, and he regards himself as a long jumper. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he goes tonight in the 100 metres. He is also doing the long jump. His long jump PB there is 7 metres 66. But it'd be great to see big Jack Hale here get a good run out in front of his home crowd. The conditions have picked up, and it looks like a bit of a tailwind here. So all eyes on the local hero, Jack Hale. Tim, how are we, mate? Of course, mate. Never forget where I came from.
A couple of the starters there. Got the girls in the background as well. They'll be going off just after. We've got 3 heats of the men's 100 metres. They're seeded. So this is the A, then the B, then the C. And you can see there on the left of screen, Brooke Stratton looking to jump out there. Another one to see if she can jump out of the pit. Here she goes, launching it up.
And a good jump there from Brooke Stratton. We do also have the men's shot put there getting underway. So for those at home, the men's shot put and also the women's shot put. I think that's part of the heptathlon. But the men's shot put there, Hugh Peacock, Toddy Hodgetts, one of the local heroes, and Damien Birkenhead there in the shot put. We'll keep you updated, but once again, live results, throw by throw, are available on athletics.com.au live results. So if you do want to hear the results, throw by throw, get online and have a look there. As mentioned, now we're upgrading the system here, so the next step taken there in live results is we see the 3 Tasmanians there. Some great 100 metres runners coming out of Tasmania at the moment. Robinson there, the stall gift winner. Ucioli, he's a very good runner there with a personal best at 10.69. Jacob Despard, he's won the Bernie gift. Not easy to win that gift, that's for sure. He's run 10.63. And of course, Jack Hale there, personal best at 10.4. A 10.13 windy, so great to see the resurgence there of Tasmanian sprinting, and all eyes here on Jack Hale.
Lane 3, World Junior representative in the 4x100 metre relay from the Tasmanian Institute of Sport, Jacob Despard. Lane 4.
Just being introduced to the crowd now, but all eyes, as you see there, on Jack Hale.
Hale score.
Well, it doesn't get much better than this, guys. Jack Hale here getting a run in front of his home crowd, and great to see the locals here at Hobart get out and support him. And as mentioned, there's some great Tasmanian sprinters coming up about. I'm interested to see if they get a team together there for the 4x1, which will be held in Adelaide. So the state versus state relays, so 4x1 and 4x400 metres. The Tasmanians could have 4 athletes there around that 10.6. So they're getting their blocks now. Jack Hale, the raging favourite, the Hailstorm. So away cleanly. Hale gets a good start. Despard and Usioli running very well. But now Jack Hale starts to get away now. Hale running away. Despard chasing. Jack Hale takes it out now. 10.51 there for the local hero. Jack Hale continues his good form there. He'll be very happy with that. 10.51 there unofficial, and great runs there from the other local heroes. Jesse Usolai and Jacob Despard will wait for a win reading there, but 10.51 unofficial.
So high, 10.42 the Australian record. The 10.51 support for Jack Hailstorm. What a performance, ladies and gentlemen.
And the crowd showing their appreciation of their local hero. Of course, he went viral about November last year, running a 10.42 at a school meet, and then won the Australian All Schools in 10.13 in a wind-assisted time. So
cool.
Jack Hale there being swamped by media. He's a bit of a superstar these days. Wouldn't be surprised if we see him rolling around in a BMW soon, at the penthouse suite in Hobart. He's really on the way up there, and the media there getting around him. So
sounds very much like Dave Robbo, I have to admit. Just giving you an update in the women's long jump. Brooke Stratton, her best jump so far is a 6.42. Karina Minko, 6.18, and Emma Knight of Victoria as well, the 5.89.
10.50 the official time. What a list of performances this young man has got now for the last 12 months. At 10.50, joins about 3 or 4 other performances.
So Jack Hale there getting swamped by media there. Richard Welsh, of course, has been around Athletics Tasmania for some time. We're about to watch a bit of a replay there, see how Jack Hale got away. He's been hit and miss with his starts, particularly at the Australian All Schools there in Adelaide. Missed the start, but stormed home to run 10.13 despite missing the start there. So we're going to watch a replay there. As you see in the middle, Jack Hale with the other 2 Tasmanians on the outside of him, and also Andrew Robinson, who won the stall gift at 81 to 1. Andrew Robinson won the stall gift, so Tasmanian sprinting's in a good state. Watching the replay there, Jack Hale just starts to run away from it there, and it's all over from that mark there. Usolai and Despard running well, and Robinson as well running very well on the outside as he gets back in some form that saw him win the stall gift. And you'd think those 4 combined would run a very good 4x100 metres.
A big couple of months coming up for you, of course, the main focus.
So see the guys warming up now, but yeah, 10.51 he's out there, and gee, he really switched on the engines, did he, about the halfway mark, and just kept going. It wasn't pushed at all, so 10.51, pretty happy with that.
Yeah, and I think it'd be interesting to see how he goes when he's up against some of the senior 100-metre sprinters. We've got a few guys around that 10.30, 10.40 mark, and really see him get some competition there. As we turn to our B race, good to see some of our local Tasmanians, all local B race here.
Maybe tomorrow to have a go at that national record. It sits just a bit under 8 metres. We're going to get right behind you. I know all the crowd here really enjoyed your performance tonight, but 10.50 tells us that you're in good speed, good shape, and the jumping's been progressing, and got a chance to set another personal best tomorrow.
And don't forget to use the hashtag Summer of Ass to interact with us. Be very much appreciated. And the next stop on the tour, the Hunter Track Classic next weekend. Dave Robbo will be hosting that live stream. It's always one with a great innovation, and we just continue to roll on. Canberra, Adelaide, and just continues to kick on to our 2 finals, Sydney and Melbourne, and then up to the Nationals in Brisbane.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Good to see AA really getting behind the tour, and we'll be at every single one, which is great. And Canberra getting their own track classic. Of course, we've seen that track is very quick, as Melissa Breen broke the national record there, running 11:11. So looking forward to getting to Canberra. And I think we're going to hear from Jack Hale soon with Robbo, which is pretty exciting.
Yes, so we might jump to that one after this race, I think, Ollie.
Sounds good, mate.
He actually came straight to me asking for a few tips how we can go a bit quicker, so I'll help him out with that.
So this B race here, we've got the athletes lined up. Graver on the inside there. Norton.
Oh, nice little shake of the legs and then hands through the hair.
Cameron Cranfield in lane 2 there. Henry Norton in lane 4. Jared Thomas in lane 5. Jason Lau in lane 6. And Alex Ezali in lane 7 as they go into their blocks now. Ready to go now in the B race of the men's 100 metres. Away now in this 100 metres, off to a good start there. Cameron Cranfield on the outside running well, very well. Jason Lau at Cranfield there running well, and he's going to storm away and take out the B race of the 100 metre. 11:46 there, unofficial for Cameron Cranfield. So we don't have the win readings yet visible, but no doubt they'll be uploaded there on the live results. Big Todd Hodgetts there, the Paralympic world record holder there in the shot put. He's had a throw there, and Damien Birkenhead gets it out there as we are shortly going to get down there to Robbo to join Australia's fastest ever junior 100 metre runner, Jack Hale.
All right, here we are. Very, very fortunate to be joined by the Hailstorm himself. He's warming himself up after that run. Jack, mate, you've had a few pretty decent runs on this track, and that was another one to add to your collection. How'd it feel?
Yeah, really happy with it. I mean, I wasn't too confident coming into it, but coming over the 10.5 in today's conditions, I'm really happy with.
Yeah, excellent. And, mate, look, we've got the replay of the race here. I don't know if you usually get to see yourself in action here. How was the start today?
Start wasn't too good, to be honest, but I came home pretty strong, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, cool. As we see here, you can critique yourself. And your all-schools run at Adelaide, you had a bit of a sluggish start there as well, but you had to really push home. How is it today? You know, you were out there on your own, didn't have the other boys like you had it at the all-schools pushing you along, as we see you coming to a storming finish there. That must really help when you had those guys pushing you along, and obviously that big wind you had there too.
I mean, today I had the guys pushing me out of the blocks, really, because they were out 2 metres ahead of me at the start, or maybe a metre ahead of me, so, yeah. Can't complain with that.
All right, now you've got more work to do this weekend. You're coming back to your pet event, which is the long jump. How excited are you to get back in that sandpit?
Really excited to get back into it tomorrow. So I don't know how I'm going to go, to be honest. Not much training. I think I've had 2 sessions since I've been injured, 3 months. So hopefully come out with something decent and maybe push for a World Youth Qualifier. Yeah,
excellent, mate. Well, you've got another World Youth Qualifier in the 100 today to add to your collection, and all the best with the long jump tomorrow. And we can't wait to see you in action again up our way, up where I'm from, up in the Hunter Valley at the Hunter Track Classic. And mate, just continue to go from strength to strength. Great to see you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, there you go, Jack Hale, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute superstar, and a lot of people coming out to watch Jack Hale, and he's really got that X factor about him this summer, so it's going to be great to follow his progress. And as we can see, it's going to be the girls' turn next with the 100 flat. So I'll send it back up to the commentary box, boys.
Thank you, mate. So
it's a wonderful box up here, a little bit open air, which is perfect for Hobart. Well, they're calling this summer, but yeah, great to be out here. 2 jumpers on for Ollie Worm.
Yeah, well, we see the start list there for the women's 100 metre A race. Pretty even field here. So we hear Todd Hodgetts there having a yell on the men's shot put, the Paralympic record holder. He's getting angry out there. He's an angry man. As we see a lot of the shot putters in this day and age really get behind the shot as they release it. it looks like we have one scratching in this women's 100-metre race. That's Ashley Corbett, won't be starting. So away cleanly first time. Burkett running well. More of a 400-metre runner these days. On the inside there, in lane 2, running well. Morgan Gaffney there, the local athlete. On the outside of her, running very well there. Burkett, a great lunge there in the women's 100 metres. 12:40. Unofficial there. Kiara Chambers looks like she's taken out the 100 metres there. Burkett there stormed home. She's now training in Melbourne over the 400 metres, but a good run there from the Tasmanian to take out the 100 metres. And she's got a personal best there of 12:11, so just outside that, she ran a time of 12:40.
And there's plenty of action coming through on the hashtag Summer of Ass. Taran Golszewski, how good is the coverage? Loving your work, guys. Mossy and Robbo on that hashtag. And from Kevin Chilvers, great coverage for Mr. Dave Robbo, Silas Moss, Mossy and Robbo with Summer of Ass. Only problem is there's no headband that's on the track. Listen, it's great for your support, but this could not be done without VPA Live Productions. They are the guys behind everything, and although it looks like we do everything and whatnot, but yeah, it's great to be a part of this coverage here that Athletics Australia is putting on, and of course we're covering the whole of the Australian Athletics Tour.
Yeah, they're doing some great work, and this meet is certainly a fantastic showcase of what Australia's got to offer, and certainly towards the end of the tour, the performances are only going to get better and better as the athletes will really want to peak come the nationals and the finals both in Melbourne and Sydney. So a lot of the athletes here will be wanting to put some good early season form out there, but they'll really want to come good and get personal best, season's best when it counts at those championships, particularly the national championships. And a lot of our top athletes will also go to Europe to compete. And we see there the results in the men's javelin. What do you think there, mate? Hamish Peacock gets the win.
80-77. Stuart Farquhar 77-22, and Matty Outson 74-79. So a nice little throw there by Hamish Peacock. I'm sure he'll be reasonably happy with that, going over the 80-metre mark.
We've got our B race here for the 100 metres, full of some of our local local female runners here, and we've got the start list there on the screen. You can see Oaks in 1, House in 2, Belbin in 3, Gorgringe in 4, Stalker in 5, Hill in 6, and Bannock in 7. Away cleanly there in our second heat of the 100 metres. On the outside there, running very well. Looks like Keisha Hill. She's running well on the outside. On the inside there, starting to get Lauren Gorling as she goes through the line there. And it looks like Gorringe there might get the win in the 100 metres. 12:55. Laura Gorringe there from the Southern Saints. One of the local clubs. Good to see her get the win there. Got her personal best around the 12:02, so 12:55 there unofficial. But she'll be happy with that, getting a win here in front of her home crowd. And it is really great to see a lot of the local athletes, friends and family, getting out here to support athletics. And of course, Brian Rowe, who organised this meet, put a lot of hard work, and it's good to see things paying off and the officials getting behind the competition as well.
And the women's long jump was we had just 3 competitors out there today, Ollie. You see there, plenty of people in the crowd getting amongst it. And our winner tonight, she's back in big action there, Brooke Stratton with a 6.42. Karina Minko, she jumped out there 6.18 and a 5.89 for Emma Knight. And the Victorians come down here, 1, 2, 3, well, 3 in the competition.
Trifecta there for the Victorians, but I think the big result there, Brooke Stratton, that's a big tick for her. 6.42, that's a step in the right direction, and obviously shows she's heading in the right direction up those injury troubles. So
yeah, and you can see there 6.42, but just before that 6.39. So yeah, she's well and truly back, and we're looking forward to Brooke continuing on.
As George Costanza would say, I'm back, baby!
Thank you, Ollie Worm. Hey, boys, if you see Brooke Stratton, tell her to come over. I want to have a chat with her.
I did. She just went to the left of me now.
Ooh, yell out.
Oh, sorry, now as in probably a minute ago.
All right. Well, Brooke Stratton down to the side of the track. We need to have a chat. You get your people onto it, Mossy.
Yep, will do.
Tell you what, there's a little bit of sun poking its way through here, and it's not a bad little sun trap where I am. And it's just bathing here, the beautiful Domain Athletic Centre. It's got to be one of the more picturesque athletic tracks in the world, with Mount Wellington at one end. There's the boys, Ollie Worm, Silas Moss.
Oh, what a good-looking bloke, eh?
Look at that. Look like a couple of DJs, you fellas. Playing some fat beats. Reminds me of Nick Huff.
Oh, look at that bloke on the screen there. Give us your best dance move, Robbo.
No, well, here, this is what I've got. I don't have...
come on.
Here we go.
Hey, guess what? Now, I've spoken to Liz Duncan, and she's running in the 1,500 metres later on, so I'll just put that back. And she tells me she's not too bad on the guitar.
Oh, there you go.
It's a new segment in the live streams. It's Athletes Got Talent, so she's just working on which song she's going to play.
Lissy Duncan, we salute you as long as you can go. And you look at the crowd there.
Stick around.
A few empty seats for those who want to get down here to the Domain Athletic Centre. And I have to admit, this one's an absolute belter down here, the stadium.
Yeah, it's a cracking location here for athletics, and once again, good to see everyone getting behind it. As we turn our attention next, the men's 400 metres is coming up, and I'm very excited about that. A couple of my close mates are competing that. The New Zealander, Andrew White's come out, 46.25 is his PB. He's run a 47.15 a couple weeks ago in New Zealand, so he'll be in good form. Luke Stevens is a name that might not be known to a lot at home, but he's been in exceptional form in the Victorian Athletics League, winning races for fun, basically. And he's got a PB of 47.01. I think tonight he's looking to have a bit of a breakthrough run. Also, Alex Carew, a very good mate of mine, PB of 46.63. Trains with Robbie Stevens there in Melbourne. G'day, Robbie. You'll be watching at home. Alex Carew will be looking for a good run tonight, part of the Old Melburnians Athletics Club. So interesting to see how he goes. Chris Ballieu as well. He's run 47.96. Sam Reiser, one of our top juniors, represented Australia as a junior, PB of 46.94. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, well, Ollie Worm, look, you know the 400 field like the back of your hand. It'll be very exciting to get to that very shortly. I think it's going to be one of the standout races of the night. Very, very close. But, boys, just a quick one on Graham Briggs. Now, we spoke about Graham Briggs, the late, great Graham Briggs at the top of the show. That's who this whole meet is named after. I had a good chat with Mr. Noel Ruddock, who was the Secretary of Athletics Tasmania at the time when Briggsy was in charge. And he told me a little trick. He didn't mind a little tipple, a little bit of whiskey here and there, and his favourite drop was the Pope's phone number. If anyone knows what that is, it's VAT69. So there's a bit of whiskey humour for all you people out there to enjoy. But look, he pretty much laid the track out here. He is Mr. Track and Field down here in Hobart. He was the announcer. He sold the tickets on the front gate. And a real pioneer, as we said at the top of the show, for getting athletics onto the TV. So it's in Graham Briggs' honour that we get this thing happening today on the live stream.
Did he make that...
He made
little box behind you, mate?
Yeah, he made these.
Yeah.
Hue and Pine.
He sounds like he's done it all, much like Brian Rowe, who's really put this meet together there. As Coles Birmingham sends me a tweet over social media, but certainly a good vibe out here tonight.
You can see Mount Wellington in the background there. Looking forward to running up that tomorrow.
Turn it up. I think it's a bit more than 10 Ks, Mossy.
That's all right, mate. I can back it up, surely. But it is a very picturesque here above the Queen's Domain in Hobart, surrounded by mountains. And for me, it's the first time in Tasmania, and I'm very impressed. I'll be back.
I love the mountains around here. I might even go for a hike tonight.
Where would you head off?
Just up any mountain, just for a bit of hike, a bit of exercise, but truly beautiful surroundings around here. You can see there. These guys know what the mountains are called more than I, but some truly beautiful scenery around the main athletics centre here. And it's a great place for some big performances. We see some of our 5,000 metre runners just head under there. Brett Robinson and Ben St Lawrence, they'll be big players tonight in the men's 5,000 metres in what I think will be one of the highlights of the night. And the men's 400 metres as well is going to be a great race. No Steve Solomon here, but we've got a lot of athletes around that 46 to 47 metre mark. It looks like we've got a bit of a late scratching in the men's 400. The New Zealander Andrew White won't be lining up, so a bit disappointing there. He's at PB of 46.25, but that makes it better for the Australians. Hopefully we can get a big win there for one of the Australians, and I think it's going to be a battle there. Luke Stevens, Carew, Sam Reiser, and it should be a great race. But Robbo down there, he's just spotted an athlete he wants to speak to. Do you reckon he can get a hold of her?
He'll take a little minute there, Brooke Stratton.
She's in demand. Everyone wants to have a chat to her, and Robbo's just lurking. They've made eye contact. Here we go. She's agreed to have a chat with him. She goes,
wow.
All right, Robbo.
Unbelievable stuff. Plenty of people there in the crowd. You can jump on down to catch all the results. And if you can't be here, athletics.com.au is the place to go for all live results. And we'll be giving you as much as we can here on the live stream.
All right, well, I can tell you guys that I've got a very special guest down here, and it's none other than Brooke Stratton. She made her return to the sandpit today at the top level. Brooke, how are you feeling? You got a good one out there.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I didn't expect to jump that far today, so I'm very happy with the 6:42.
Now tell us, how's the back, how's the body all feeling? You're probably sick of doing core exercises and building everything up, but it's all must be travelling pretty well.
Yeah, the back's holding up really well, which is the main thing, and the rest of my body's feeling good. I think it was because I did everything right with my rehab, so yeah, I'm feeling really good at the moment.
And it would have been a bit of pill to swallow and missing out on all the fun of the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. But I guess you look at it a bit philosophically, a chance to sort of rebuild yourself and come out hopefully this year and have an even bigger and better season. Yeah,
I'm really determined to hopefully get on the team for the World Champs in Beijing. So missing out on Glasgow sort of gives me that extra drive to jump far this season, which is what I'm hoping to do.
And a PB will pretty much get you that qualifier for the World Champs. So, hopefully get that in the bag before Nationals.
Yeah, that's the aim this season. So fingers crossed I can go for a PB.
All right, well, great to have you back. Great to have you jumping well. And we look forward to seeing you again. Have a great season.
Thanks so much.
There you go. That's Brooke Stratton. She's back in the sandpit. Look out.
Great to see Brooke Stratton strutting his stuff here at the Briggs Athletics Classic for 2015. And of course, you can follow Dave Robbo at Mr. Dave Robbo for all things athletics. You got at Ollie Worm and at Silas Moss. We've got everything covered here.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of social media these days, and it really has changed the way we're able to view athletics. So the live stream, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
It's hard to keep up with.
It is, mate.
You on all of them?
Yeah, I'm
Snapchat?
I'm on all of them. I'm reluctant to be on them all, go through stages, but look at that view. Look at that view, boys.
Look at that.
Oh, that's breathtaking.
Oh, now look at that.
Oh, look at those two heads.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
God.
Check out that.
Now, we've actually got an interesting event on the track. It's a handicap mile race for some of the juniors, and they're going off at different marks. So it's quite interesting out there. You can see some of the youngsters go out there, and I think Robbo's got some information he wants to share with us about the state of Tasmania.
Oh, Mossy, sorry, Ollie Worm. No, I've got my Tasmanian scarf on here. This is from Launceston, a little bit up the road. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just a bit tangled up here. There we go, I'm sorted out. No, it's a great state. Great state. I know, Mossy, this is your first time in the state of Tasmania, the Apple Isle, and famous for so many great sports people, famous individuals all around the world. but famous for beautiful scenery as well. And as you're seeing in these fantastic shots we're getting from the VPA Productions guys, absolutely stunning scenery here. We've got Mount Wellington one end, we've got the River Derwent over here behind us as well, and it was just lovely to have a little run around here this morning. And I'll tell you a little secret, I actually spent my honeymoon in Tasmania, so a few years ago now, and special memories for this place. So get yourself down here.
Yeah, righto. There you go.
Robbo, I don't want to hear details about your honeymoon.
That's all you'll hear.
That's enough,
plenty
mate.
of kids out there. Mate, I'm loving the scarf, by the way. Rocking it.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I need it. It's practical.
Now, apparently Brian Rowe lives in that house up there with the green roof, if you
Top
can
one.
see it. Yep.
He's the top.
Oh, he's at the top, is he?
What about a notable absence tonight? I was disappointed not to see him on the start list, but the 400-metre hurdler from Tasmania. Who am I talking about?
Tristan Thomas.
That's right. Now, is it true or is it not true that his father is indeed the Lord Mayor of Hobart?
His father is Lord Damon Thomas. So, yes, his father is the Lord Mayor. Last time I checked anyway. So, he's disappointed not to have Tristan here, but no doubt as season progresses, we'll see him. He's living in the nation's capital up there in Canberra, but born and bred Tasmanian, loves the place.
Ollie, very, very nice up there. But no, look, fantastic countryside. Get yourselves down here. Beautiful part of the world. It's one of the, I guess, the privileges that we have of following the athletics tour around Australia. And, yeah, Tasmania, big tick for the state of Tasmania. But look, it's been a great first session here at the Briggs Athletic Classic. We've seen some great field events. We've seen some great action on the track. The hurdlers, spoke to Michael Cochran, the Kiwi hurdler. He was very happy to get that opener out of the way, and he's looking forward to future runs at Canberra and other meets during the summer as well. So a huge summer of aths coming right up.
No doubt about that, Robbo. And the men's 400-metre runners starting to warm up down there. Look, all few of them have a bit of a chat down there. So maybe talking tactics. Oh, I'm going to go 300 in this, or just talking about what their plans are. But no doubt each and every one of them is going to be out there to beat each other. So quite a competitive race, pretty even, because a lot of the athletes haven't got much exposed form, and it'll be interesting to see how it does unfold tonight, particularly Carew. I mean, he's got a 46.63 personal best. He ran a 200 last week at Interclub, 21.30 or 21.40 I think it was, and he's in good nick, and I think he has a potential either to run 46 tonight or anywhere between 47 to 48, so I'd love to see him pop out a really good 400. And also Chris Baillieu out there, he's an athlete really on the way up with a PB of under 48. And another athlete who has a bit of injury over the past few months, Sam Riser, so he's a sub 47 man, and he's still pretty young, so it'd be very interesting to see how he's recovered from his injury there, and he's under the watchful eye of Bruce Scriven, a bit of a legend of athletics in Australia as a coach. He's coached many good 4, 8, 15, 3K, 5K runners, so no doubt he's come all this way, his body's good, ready to go, and he'll be in good nick, ready to give a good account for himself tonight.
Just looking at the Twitter sphere, and there's some great tweets coming through. Big shout out to Mike Holmes over there in WA. He's one of the starters. I think he's the official starter at the Perth Track Classic most years. He says, loving the stream. Just awesome to watch a live athletics event in Tasmania. And he's used the hashtag Summer of Aths, and we'd invite you to do the same. So great to see that there. But look, it's a feast of sport on at the moment, and it's great to see athletics getting involved as well. We've got the Socceroos heading up to Newcastle for the Asian Cup semi-final. But big Australia Day celebrations happening tomorrow, and happy Australia Day to everyone that's tuning in around this great country of ours. And yeah, where else would you want to be but somewhere near a sporting event soaking up some great parts of Australian culture. Now you've got Mossy back up there in the commentary box, Ollie. And tell me, boys, is it nice and warm up there?
Mate, it's not too bad. I've only got a little spray jacket, I guess you could say. You know, Ollie's resplendent in 2 jumpers, but yeah, it's not bad up here. It's a good view. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, excellent. Hey, I'm just hearing on, I was seeing on Twitter there, thanks to Tim Rosen, a plus 0.1 wind for Jack Hale. So a 10.50 looks to be the official time there, in case anyone was wondering. So it's a bit swirly down here, I tell you, so, and very changeable as well. So actually it's very, very slight headwind for Hale there, but almost dead still.
And don't forget to go over to athletics.com.au for all the live results, and you can interact with us with the hashtag Summer of Aths.
And also, we're setting the world on fire here tonight too, Mossy. Oh, there's the boys.
Look at that, hey? That one.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Not my greatest side there, mate.
Oh, well, you know. You're hard on yourself, Ollie. You're hard.
I'm a hard judge.
For everyone watching, and I'm sure the boys won't mind, a couple of single blokes there. So you make your own minds up, folks.
Yes, yes.
Send me a tweet.
I'll say nothing else. He'll take a direct message if you need.
And we will eventually bring you to Tasmania for a honeymoon if you're successful. Perhaps we could have like some kind of show. What do you reckon? We're desperate. Hey, anyway.
We're not far off from the start on the 400, but I just wanted to point out, as far as I can tell, the IAAF and their world lead rankings, I couldn't find another outdoor meet that's been recorded this year. So we've got essentially a whole bunch of world lead times happening tonight. So let's call it Jack Hale, 10.50, the fastest in the world this year.
He is. Let's call it.
World lead.
He's a world lead, and let's hope these 400 guys can really pop out a really competitive run around that 46-second mark. That'd be fantastic. I think we've got 8 guys in this field who could all be quite capable of going, 46 to 47 seconds. There's no real, 45, 44-second man. All these boys out here will be looking to have a real hard hit out, and it's great to see 400-metre runners come all the way down here to Tasmania. And the conditions are actually getting better and better here. The wind's died, and I wouldn't be having a bet on this race because it's going to be a very close 400.
I don't know, Mossy's been into me for not getting over the whole Glasgow experience, but it's great to see James Gurr in the tartan running singlet. So he's still obviously clinging to some of the Scottish culture that we enjoyed last year for the build-up to the Commonwealth Games. So a class runner, and I'm expecting a great run from him tonight. But yeah, look, this is going to be wide. Alex Carew looking over there. He's got a fast new haircut for 2015.
He's looking very sharp there, young Alex Carew.
I'm going to have to find out where he goes because that's worth at least 0.8 of a second, that haircut right there. Look, I did my 400 on the track this morning. That's my background, the one lap and 67 seconds, I think. So not enough to threaten these boys.
Is there a way? Can we just get a chance just have a look down at Robbo? Is that the guys in production? Can we look at that there?
But you know what?
It's sort of hidden away there. I'm just wondering if you need a haircut there, Robbo.
Oh, look, I had one this week, but
bit of product in there too, mate.
I want what Carew's got. I need to get to his barber. But look, that run by me this morning, that was actually a world lead. So yeah, 66 seconds, and now I expect that to probably fall in this next race.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen at home watching. One of the highlights of the evening, in my opinion, the men's 400 metres. Douglas in 1, Tyabb in 2, Stevens in 3. White won't be starting in lane 4. He's a scratching. Carew in 5, Gurr in 6, Riser in 7, and Ballew in lane 8. Anyone's race this. Anyone's race. Got a bit of an inkling towards Carew, but time will tell. I think Luke Stevens is a very talented junior. He's really one to watch. He's been running some exceptional 400s in the professional ranks and also the amateurs. So John Henry coaches him. Very astute trainer, been around for a long time.
Yep, Matty B's put that one through on Twitter. Huge watch on Luke Stevens here, boys.
Yeah.
As he said, trained by the legendary John Henry.
Well, he is trained by the legendary John Henry. They call him Bulldog. Luke Stevens really could do anything here. I'm not sure what he'll run. Anywhere between 48 to 46, because he really is just a talented athlete, and on his day he can do anything. So here we go. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. They're going into their blocks. One's to watch, Stevens in 3, Carew in 5. away cleanly in this 400 metres. From the inside, it's Douglas, Tyab, Stevens, Carew, Gurr, Riser and Ballew. As they go down the back straight now, Gurr, he's running well on the back straight, as is Carew. Stevens is making up the stagger. Don't forget there that lane 4 is just scratching. Ballew running well on the outside, and Stevens just gliding down the back straight as he hits the lead as they go through 200 there. Carew on his outside, watch for his move, but Stevens there's made his. Gurr running well on the outside, as is Ballew, and starting to make up some room there. On the inside there is Douglas. In the home straight now, Luke Stevens in the lead. James Gurr running well on the outside. Ballew's running well. Carew still in touch. Luke Stevens now, he's in the lead. On the inside, Ian Douglas. Douglas coming home. Bit of an upset here. Ian Douglas takes it out, and Ian Douglas takes the 400 metres. Luke Stevens there, fatigued in the closing stages. Gurr ran well, as did Carew and Ballew, but a big upset there in the men's 400 metres, and I did not see that coming there, ladies and gentlemen, but hats off there to Ian Douglas, Victorian champion, and he's taken a big scalp there, and from lane 1, certainly no easy feat. Running in lane 1, we've seen athletes like John Akibua and Angelo Taylor do it from lane 1, but a great win there from Ian Douglas, the Victorian.
Yeah, well, it's only a matter of time until John Akibua gets a mention on the Briggs Athletic Classic stream, and yeah, absolutely fantastic run. I can see the boys coming past me right now, as you do at the end of a 400 metres. A fair bit of lactic building up. Nice little breeze to run into coming home into that finish there as well. But yeah, very impressive run. And as we predicted at the start there, that was going to always be a great race, and it wasn't disappointing at all. But yeah, what about young Douglas on the inside? Sneaky.
He just snuck up there, got the Wales run, and got the win, as we're going to watch a bit of a replay there. But Stevens looked at about the 3:20 mark, the man to beat, as he loomed up. And Carew was coming on as well, and I think he's really going to benefit from that run, and we'll see him really take his peak around Sydney. But as we watch the replay here, Douglas early on wasn't really in it, and a real hats off there to the coach Scott Rousel there in Victoria. He's got some good athletes going around, including Douglas and Matty Coates, and he'll be pretty happy with that, no doubt. Haven't seen him here tonight, so probably watching the live stream at home, but you can see Stevens there at this stage here. He looks very relaxed, and I thought from there it was his race to win. Ballew on the outside, and Gurr, he's got some good 800 metre endurance, but Stevens there, I can't even see Douglas at this stage. As Stevens gets in the home straight now, still no sign of Ian Douglas as he just sneaks up there. Now we start to see him. Gurr running well on the outside. And there, Douglas, he just makes his move there as Gurr storms home. Ballew on the outside just gets home for third, and Ballew takes Luke Stevens there, I think, and Carew ran on well. But I think all those runners, it's very early on in the season, they really will benefit from the next run as they progress around the ranks. And I think Canberra, there is a 400 Newcastle, but Canberra is the next AA 400 metres there, and that track is quick.
Yeah, great footage there, and fantastic scenes. The guys from VPA Productions delivering some great footage of that race, and a great call there. Ollie, you held it together, mate. You got pretty excited as you came home in that final stage of the race. But, mate, have a lozenge, have a sit down if you need to, get that heart rate back lowered, because we're going to strap in again for another one of those 400s.
And I'll tell you what, Robbo, you got a count of 7 on the word great during that last one. That was...
I was pushing for 8, so I'm disappointed.
Well, mate, that's your PB. And a great place to break your PB is down here at the Briggs Athletics Classic. So just looking up there for the men's B, Horenko from New South Wales out of 2. From Victoria is Rasul. Barmby out of 4. I think 4 he may be scratching. Lawson Matthew from Victoria in 5. Conrad Kamuris from Victoria, and Daniel White Alakakos. 2 hyphens in this.
Yeah, the B race here coming up in the 400 metres. And probably a big watch here on DeLuca Lawson Matthews. PB there of 47.69 would be one to watch, all the way from Victoria, and also trains with Bruce Scriven. So away now at the first time of asking on the inside there. Horenko is running well. And on the outside there, DeLuca Lawson Matthews and Angelarkos running well as they go down the back straight there. So DeLuca Lawson Matthews running very well as he starts to get in his stride. On the inside there, Horenko running very well, and Rasul as well from the Doncaster Athletics Club. He's also in the mix. So as they go through the 200 there, DeLuca Lawson Matthews has made his move. with 1:50 to go. It's still DeLuca Lawson-Matthews in the lead. And Jaden Barmby there, it looks like he's hit the home straight in the lead there. DeLuca Lawson-Matthews chasing hard, but Barmby there, he's going to take this one out. Rasul coming home well. And a good win there. And apologies, there wasn't Rasul there in that race. Apologies to those watching at home. But a good win there from Barmby. We'll confirm times shortly. I have seen Kevin Rasul around today. Big performer there for Doncaster Athletic Club, but I don't think I see him in the 400.
And don't forget to stick around here. Plenty more action coming up on the live stream. And we can guarantee you in a little over half an hour's time, we've got an absolute treat for those that like their distances, the middle distances that is. We've got the women's 1,500 metres with Lissy Duncan and Matt Heiner to battle that one out. And the final event of the night is the men's 5,000 metres. So many big names in there. And it looks like we will be heading down to the hammer throw very shortly. In fact, I could be misled there in my own brain. Yes, I do apologise that. We're going to the women's hammer throw. Lara Nielsen of Queensland and Alex Hulley of New South Wales, one of the rising stars.
Yes, we see those athletes there in the women's hammer throw.
Yeah, that's Alice Cox there, guys, failing to get it out of the cage. And Alex Hulley, silver medalist at the World Youth Olympics. She is a huge, huge talent with a hammer in her hand. And you can see it just there over to the left, the New South Wales athlete, as we see the full lineup. But she's got your favourite hair colour, Mossy. So I'm sure Alex Hulley, that she'll have a very soft spot in your heart. And we see Lara Nielsen there. She was the national champion. She took it out in Melbourne last year, and she earned herself a spot over in the Commonwealth Games team in Glasgow, where she finished ninth. And so it's going to be, we expect a tussle between Nielsen and Alex Hulley, but also in the field there, as we saw, Erin Rowbottom, Alice Cox, Emma Kelleher, I think that might be Emma there now, Rebecca Doreen, Laura Herbert, Alex Hulley and Lara Nielsen. Nielsen with a PB of 63.11, Hulley 62.88, so it's a 30-centimetre ruler, not even that. It separates those guys.
Indeed, and we've got the men's triple jump just getting underway as well, and a very interesting competitor, Sochi Machishuta. I hope I pronounced that one correctly, though, Matty B. 16 metres 19 is his personal best there. So a Japanese triple jumper out here, and he'll be looking to get over that 16-metre mark. We haven't seen too many Aussies in recent years to that. Obviously, Henry Frayne, Kane Briggs, Alwyn Jones. Of course, Henry Frayne jumped 17.23. Can't wait to watch the Frayne train jump. I'm getting excited.
Oh, boys.
I can't wait to
watch
watch
This is taking
Henry
me back
Frayne.
to Nationals.
Yeah, can't wait to watch Henry Frayne and Robbie Jug Crowther. He's in good nick as well. I saw he did 100 metres the other day, 10.55, and also big Sam Baines. He'll be up for the hurdles very soon. So they're the three to watch for the season. Not seeing them tonight, but soon enough. Roland Vagano there from ACT in the triple jump.
Just a massive shout out to Damo Birkenhead. He wins the men's shot put with 19.84, and that for him is a new personal best thrown down here at the start of the Australian Athletics Tour at the Briggs Athletics Classic.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't. An early season or an opening PB to start off your season, fantastic. And he looked very happy with himself. We didn't catch a chat with him earlier on, but we might, if we see him around, send him over and we'll see if we can have a chat with him. I might even try and see if he'll give me a hug, because I'm getting a little bit cool down here. But here's Alex Hulley. She's in the throwing cage, and we'll see how she goes with her first attempt. She winds it up here now. She spins, she spins. There is the release. And there we go. Getting that one out there towards the 50-metre mark. And we'll get a reading very shortly. Don't forget to follow on the updated live results coming through. And Ollie Worm, you're talking about the men's triple jump there. let me alert you to who holds the meet record here. It is none other than your pin-up boy, Henry Frayne.
Well, I expect nothing less from the Frayne bone, and I'm Frayne train. I'm all aboard the Frayne train, and
You're the conductor, aren't you?
I'm the conductor, making sure everyone's got tickets. So
he does everything. He's like Briggs himself. He's a conductor. He fires up the coal. He washes down at the end of it. Even gives it the toot-toot when the horn's not working.
Here's Nelson. Winds up. She's got some good purchase on that by the looks of it.
That's a big throw.
And that is out over
Mount Wellington.
Well, almost. It's at the foothills of Mount Wellington. It's over 60. That's a terrific. That was Lara Nielsen, yes. So 63.11 her PB.
We're just going to wait and see how big that was. I reckon that was out there. Not sure if it was over 63 metres, but well in the ballpark.
And my apologies, I'm calling it as if it's the first round. I think we're well into the competition here.
Yeah, fourth round there. It's all right, buddy. We'll make mistakes.
Look, I tell you what it is. It's the lack of warmth in my body down here. It's doing funny things to the brain. Yes. That's all right. I'll do some jogging on the spot.
The brain train.
The Japanese athlete there just had a jump in the men's triple jump, so I'll report to you shortly how Sochi Matasuta went there in the triple jump. Over 16 metres, that's getting into Frayne train territory, but nowhere near 17.23 like the great man jumped himself. But I think we'll see a bit more of him in the long jump this season. I can't wait to see him train.
We're just seeing here, they're lining them up for the women's 400 metre, boys. So not too many track events left to go tonight. In fact, this is the fourth last. We've got the women's 400, followed by the men's 800, then the women's 15, and the men's 5,000. So it just gets progressively longer from here. But there's our start list, and I'll pass it up to you, Ollie.
Yes, and you can see there Carolyn Higham of Victoria. In lane 3, we've got Hodge from South Australia, Lynn from Tasmania, Maddie Scott, another Tasmanian, in 5. 6 is Lauren Gorringe. Just bring that back to you in a sec. In lane 7, Michelle Davis and Brittany Burkett from Tasmania in lane 8. And we'll throw this one in the hand of the starters and then over to big Ollie Worm.
Well, I think Lind is the one to watch here. She's part of the Australian Spark 4x4 team. Personal best 54.25. No Delamotte, no Burkett. So should be an interesting one to watch this unfold. So away the first time of asking. Looks like a good start there from Lind. So head in the back straight there. Lind has made her presence felt very early on. Michelle Davis there, running well on the outside as they head into the back straight. But Lind is running very well there. Samantha Lind there, the Tasmanian Institute of Sport, personal best 54.25, on her inside, running very well there. Caroline Hingham as well from Victoria, but at the moment it's a one-horse race. Samantha Lind is in the lead as she hits the home straight now, and the local fans are going to get behind her. Running well on the inside, Leanne Hodge from South Australia, and on her inside, Hingham is running very well, but this is a one-horse race. She's run away with it. Samantha Lind of the Tasmanian Institute. She's made this race hers as the clock tips over just 50 seconds, and she's going to take a commanding win here, and that's a great run, 54.25. That is an equal personal best for her, and that is a great run on her own. Equal personal best unofficially at this stage, but that is a fantastic run given she was well on her own at about the 250 mark, and she's pumped. Look at her. She is pumped.
That's a massive run there, and as you said, she went out there, she made it a one-horse race. And that was just amazing stuff, and it's amazing the lactate that is there, but the wind gives you a nice smile. And yeah, she's going home tonight from the Briggs Athletics Classic with a W next to her name, another one in the bag, and as you said, an equal PB, which is fantastic. And we'll grab a replay very shortly. Now, stick around though, there's plenty more action left on the cards. We've got the men's 800 metres coming up shortly. And the women's 1,500 metres, followed up by the men's 5,000 metre open race, which will be the end of the evening.
That was a great run there from Samantha Lind. So she really set it up there, as you want to do in the 400 metres, and head down the back straight, stay nice and relaxed, and really bring it home. And she did exactly that. No doubt her coach is very happy. Robbo's going to have her down there very shortly, but about this part of the race, she was well in front.
And at this stage, yes, she knows she's got it in the bag, and it's just a matter of putting that hard training of summer into action here.
I'm gonna get, boys. I've got our winner down here, and I'm going to let her commentate the final 100 metres. Do you want to have a commentate?
I look good.
Yeah.
I
think you're going to win.
Yeah, I think I've got a pretty good chance of winning.
I think you're almost going to equal your PB.
I did. It's really
Take that, Robbo.
20 metres.
You didn't. And this is one of the things with the 400. It's so hard to just keep going all the way to the finish line. But you look like you didn't pull up at all there. You just kept hammering along. Why do you think you managed to produce such a great result there early in the season?
It's been a goal of mine and my coaches. So just been running really well all the end of last year. So I knew I was in a good position to run well. So.
Yeah, a great start to the season. What are your expectations from here on?
Hoping to run with World Uni Qualifier in the next couple of weeks, so keep strong at it, I guess.
I've got another expectation for you. Catch your breath. I'll let you get away, and it's a bit cruel interviewing these 400 runners soon after, but great run on well done on a great run tonight. So there you go, Sam Lind carving it up. Lind, run like the wind. I'm sure you could make a couple of nice little pieces up there, but doing well.
That was a great run, wasn't it?
So strong.
She really made it her own,
Yeah.
set it up, and her competitors must have been quite worried as they go through the 200 because she was well in front, and she didn't die. Look, Robertson, there you go. You got your own.
Well, there's a little something I've got to tell you about.
Here we go.
Look, there was an opening in the men's 5,000, and I got my bib, and yeah.
What's your PB, mate?
16:50 at Parkrun. That was last year when I was in a fair bit better form. I ran 17:50 yesterday at Newey, so a little bit off the pace, but I'm happy to go around. I might even be able to pace Benny Saint round for the first couple of laps.
All the best, Robbo.
Thanks, mate.
We're back to the women's hammer throw now. Don't forget there are live results on athletics.com.au. Throw by throw, jump by jump results, and also run by run. Women's hammer throws here. There's the website athletics.com.au, your one-stop shop for everything athletics. And the men's 800 metres is also warming up and getting ready to go as well. So we're bringing the men's 8 very shortly.
And don't forget, you can catch all the action for the rest of the series at athletics.com.au. And the hashtag for tonight, hashtag is Summer of Ass. Doesn't quite feel like a summer at the moment down here, but perhaps my standards are a bit higher from coming up north.
Hashtag wormy. Just add that one in there. Hashtag wormy. No. Hashtag athletics. All about the athletes tonight.
You see there Mully, who's just about to go into the cage. Never done the hammer throw, Ollie?
I have, mate, a few times for the old Melbournians Athletics Club. I've helped out and got the points for my club. I think I'm actually in the top 10 rankings for my club of all time. So I think I threw about the 21 metres. Just haven't quite got the technique or the muscle mass to throw it far. But love a bit of hammer throw and love being a good clubman. What about you, mate?
Yeah, I did the hammer throw in the series last year, the Road to Glasgow. The thing is about the hammer, if you have a look at there on the screen, it's not a hammer. So we did a competition where we actually threw a hammer between Robbo, myself and Matt Lynch. It was actually for this, the almost live stream down here, Robbo.
Yeah, well, we spoke about pioneering, and that was certainly pioneering, the almost live stream from last year. But, yeah, mate, it's some impressive hammer throwing from yourself, but I think we're going to have to give one of these real hammers a decent crack one time. But I'm interested to learn more about Ollie Worm and his top 10 rankings. What sort of club do you belong to, Ollie?
Now, mate, we're the premier track squad in Victoria, 4x1 and 4x4 100-metre champions. Anyway, about that.
Let's look at this next race.
Let's look at the men's 800 metres because I'm excited. heart rate's on above 200. Here we go.
Well, they're setting him up here. I can see Jared West, middle of the screen there. Some very, very fit individuals about to take on the famous two-lapper here at picturesque Domain Athletic Centre. So I'll send it up to you guys to introduce the field and call this race.
Yeah, look, Robbo, as you mentioned, Jared West, the one to watch here, PB of 1:47.04. Also another athlete, Bryce Watkins. He's been running well, 1:48.77. So as they get away now, we've got a pacemaker there on the outside. Who'll be looking to put the pace on? I suspect around the 53-second mark, perhaps a touch quicker depending on what they've requested there. But the one to watch, Jared West. As they head down the back straight there, West gets a good position early on. Eddie Vining there from the Doncaster Athletic Club also positions himself well. But the pacemaker's going to take Jared West through there.
And just a quick one on Jared West. He ran so well in his leg of the World Relay Championships over there, 4x800. Ran out of his skin, in fact, and yeah, a great opportunity to represent the country on that occasion, and he's just tucked in here at the moment. Tommy Forthorpe's another one. He recently came up to Sydney to took out the state 3,000 metre championships. That was in November last year.
53-1.
See him in the yellow singlet there, but Jared West, here he is. He's the most credentialed runner in the race, and he's hit the lead. I'll let you call him home with 300 to go, Ollie.
Well, Jared West took him there through about 53-1. Just behind him is Watkins and Timas Harrick. So they're the three I thought we'd be battling it out. As they go in the back straight there, West still has the lead. Watkins and Harrick just stalking him. And some runs coming from the back as well. As Eddie Vining, Tom Beard running well, as is Mason Cohen. With 200 to go now, it's still Jared West. He's got the best PB there on paper, and he starts to stretch out his lead. Watch for Timas Harrick, as he's got a good kick as they come home now. 120 to go. Still Jared West, the Australian representative. He's run a great race here. I think he's going to be too good for him. Harrick's starting to come home, and also on the outside of him running very well is the out-of-house athlete there, but Jared West. Great run there as he takes out the men's 800 metres in a time of 1:49.60 unofficially. Harrick in second. Hugh Nicholson from Tasmania Institute of Sport in third. That's a great run there from the local boy. Eddie Vining flashed home late as well, a member of the Doncaster Athletic Club. So some great racing there in the men's 800 metres.
Yeah, and just going over his PB by a couple of seconds there, but at this stage of the season, that's fantastic stuff by Jared West as he continues to impress. And don't know if you caught that there, but Hugh Nick Larson there with the that hairdo you can see there with the light blue spikes. That's very fancy indeed. Very, very good. Got their hair done well down here in Hobart, right?
Certainly do. Great attention to detail when it comes to the follicles. And look, there's not a single bloke in that race that didn't have some good stuff happening with the hair. I think it's the Victorian boys, the Tassie boys as well. But no, great run there from the two lappers. And Jared West, he'll be happy. Pretty similar conditions to the 800 that we saw at the Zatopek 10 meet in December, Melbourne, last year. Pretty swirly that night, and we saw a fantastic run from Alex Rowe that night, and the equal national record holder, Alex Rowe, already showing ominous signs early in the season, and we can't wait to see him in action. But for tonight, it was Jared West's run that will make the headlines.
And just recapping the men's shot put open, which was on earlier today, Damien Birkenhead threw a personal best of 1984. Todd Hodgetts from the Victorian Institute of Sport was a 15.53, and a local boy, Hugh Peacock, 13.65. It may have pulled out earlier. You can see there in the background more of that, the lovely hillsides here. Yeah, we're not too far away from completion tonight. It's a nice early finish for everyone. And the next stop of the tour is the Hunter Track Classic. Always very innovative up there. It's the athletes meet. They love going there. Ollie, you ever been to Hunter, mate?
I have been to the 100 Track Classic. I ran my 400 hurdles PB there. Great meet to be at. I haven't run that quick over the 4 hurdles, but yeah, it's a great meet to be at, and they really put on a show there. Last time I was there, they had athletes arriving in limousines, and you know, athletes like Ben Harradine really got around it. So it's a great meet, the 100 Track Classic.
Mate, there's been Harleys, Hummers, the whole works. I'm not sure what we've got lined up for this week, but you'll have to tune in. If you can't get there, just go to athletics.com.au. Not far away from the women's 1,500 metres, and after that, the men's 5,000 metres. You must stick around for those, because we have some of Australia's elite athletes, some Commonwealth Games representatives, Olympians, as well as national record holders in those distances. So can't wait for that. Lissy Duncan v Maddie Heiner in the 1,500 metres coming up very shortly.
Hey guys, just a quick one in the women's hammer throw, which is still going as we can see there at the moment. Alex Hulley, she's broken the Australian under-20 record with a massive throw of 63.65, and she's currently in the lead. So absolutely amazing. There we go. Alex Hulley, you can jump on and give her a shout out on Twitter there as well. So she is just storming at the moment, and we'll keep you updated with how that's going.
There you go, a new Australian under-20 record. Fantastic stuff. They're tumbling down here. The personal best and a bit of a record there.
It's a PB by almost a metre there, and so yeah, competition's still going. We'll double check where we're up to. It might be almost about to wrap up. I think she's got the sweater on at the moment, so that might be it. But yeah, absolutely amazing, and that'll make one of the that'll be certainly in the headlines tomorrow when we wake up and read the newspapers. Alex Hulley on fire.
Well, when it rains, mate, it pours, and here in Hobart...
Oh, touch wood, please. Please, mate. We're out in the open here.
Now, we've still got a couple of great events to come. As I mentioned, the women's 1,500 and the men's 5K, which is going to be an absolute cracker. I'm looking forward to seeing how some of Australia's top distance runners go here. And I spoke to a couple of the guys today down the street, and they mentioned that it really is one of the best 5K hit-outs they've over the season. They don't get too many opportunities, so today's a really big hit-out for those 5K runners, and no doubt we'll see some quick times as we always do down here at the Briggs Classic.
That's right. This is a 26th time that they've had this one down here at Hobart, the Briggs Athletic Classic. The only classic in the land that's actually not called a track classic. Briggs Athletics Classic here down at the Domain Athletic Centre at the top. It's almost the top of Hobart, it feels like, but definitely not. You can feel the breeze coming off the Derwent. And conditions tonight will be a little bit tough for the 12.5 laps in the 5,000, but the showdown of the boys that have come down from Falls Creek, I can't wait for that one. I'm Robbo. I'm pretty sure you're pumped for it as well. Yeah, very pumped. We can see on the back straight the women warming up, going about their final preparations before the 1,500 metres. And I had a quick chat with Maddie Heiner. She's been enjoying some of the delights that Tasmania can offer, some of the pastries and some of the wine. So hopefully she hasn't loaded up on too much of the naughty stuff tonight. But she's over there in the blue long sleeve jersey, just getting warmed up at the moment. But Mel Duncan, nice and relaxed as well. Really enjoying her new training base in Canberra, where she is teamed up there with Brittany McGowan. They call themselves Brunken, Brittany and Lissy Duncan. So yeah, look, it's going to be a great race, and I think in these cool conditions, there's nothing better than going for a bit of a run to warm yourself up. I might join in. All right. And see. And we just got the women's 200 metre under 16 heptathlon there, but Lara Nielsen here in the hammer. She looks to rip one out there. It's flying, not a bad one. And the white flag is up there for Nielsen, the Queenslander. And we'll get a reading as soon as we can.
Alex Hulley up next. She has the ball and chain in hand, and she's making her way into the throwing cage right now. Can she progress on her already record throw?
She's had a great night, hasn't she? So let's see if she can take that next step and get another big throw.
This is just cream on top here now. When you've thrown almost a PB of a metre, you can just go in and be nice and relaxed, and we'll see what she can do here. Don't want to put too much pressure on her.
No.
But, yeah, why not push through to that next level? We might see her even go into 64 territory.
Why not, Robbo? Why not? You only live once, so let's give it a big crack. Here she goes. And didn't quite get all of that one. Should be disappointed with that throw, but no doubt very happy with her series of throws tonight and very happy with the result.
And with the good result she had, definitely looked like she really went for it there. Probably just overdoing it a fraction and a little bit off the mark.
Look at that fellow Ginger with some good throws out there tonight. It's definitely an advantage, that's for sure.
Well, it's going to be between Alex Hulley and Hamish Peacock for the Ginger Games, and there's the checkered flag indicating end of the competition.
It's done.
Bring the officials in. Come in and get a nice hot chocolate. Warm up. The officials. Big thanks to all the Athletics Tasmanian officials and athletics officials that have come down from other states as well. I know there's plenty here, and we thank them. These meets wouldn't happen without them. And if you're interested in joining in the fun, because it is fun, you can join up and find some details on the Athletics Australia website, athletics.com.au. But that's our hat tip to the officials, and we can't wait to see you, all of you, smiling faces all around the country for the rest of the tour.
Okay, and you can chase Australia's best in action. Packed summer of athletics. So there's a social event hub for all athletes called at athletes.com.au. That's Chase Australia's. See your posts and join the conversation for all things athletics. Find the details for all Australian Athletics Tour events as the tour extends beyond Hobart. And we've got Sally Pearson, Kim Mickle, Baron Harradine amongst all the others who'll be out here in the domestic season. I tell you what, this is going to be awesome couple of months, guys, and I'm looking forward to be sitting next to you guys for this entire series.
Yes, Robbo?
Yes, no, well, I was just going to point out that that extensive plug to the officials was my attempt at trying to borrow one of their jackets. It failed miserably.
Well, he's got two. Those Victorian boys, they really breed them tough down there, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey? What do you reckon?
Do, mate. We're tough as nails.
To your advantage, Robbo, though, you're one of the hairiest blokes I've ever met, so you've got a good coverage.
Well,
like
mate.
Tom Selleck. Magnum PI.
All right, there you go. There's a whole heap of kids out there going, who?
Look it up. Google Magnum PI.
Yeah, well, while you're online, you may as well hit the Summer of Ath hashtag. Oh, look at this one.
Great field assembled here for the women's 1,500 metres. Now, Lauren Wells is on the start list here, but she won't be going the full way. She's going to do the pace. So,
just on that, Ollie, let's put a prediction. How many laps will she do?
She's going to. I think she'll go 600. I reckon I heard her say. So
righto.
I reckon that'll be up. Her coach, Matty B, he's a bit of a mastermind like that. He'd go, all right, have a hard hit over the 4 hurdles, and I want you to do a hard hit out of a 600. So look, she's going to set the pace, and I think it's going to be a great battle here between Melissa Duncan and Madeline Heiner. So it should be a great event.
Okay, so the start line here, Tessa Johns, Paige Graham, Julia Minucci, Claudia Vasali, Mazza, I don't have the full one there, sorry, Corinne DeMio. We've got, as we look down there, we've got Isabella Scott's amongst it as well, Lissy Duncan, Lauren Wells and Maddie Heiner. So there's plenty of good athletes out there, that's for sure.
Just my late male, Paige Graham, South Australian. She's a notable pro runner. She's a scratching in the race here. And it was Amelia Matza Downey that you were looking for there, the Victorian. And, yeah, great field. The girls are pretty chilly, I'm sure, on the start line there. They're willing and able to get into this race and start to warm up a little bit.
Of course, straight after this one, we've got the men's 5,000-metre open final.
I am excited, Mossy.
Oh, stop.
I am excited.
I love my distances, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a great battle. And look, I'm interested to see if we do see a fast time or if it's a slower time, but we see a bit more tactics. So it's going to be a great battle of that. Interesting to see how Benny Saint goes. A few other guys as well. Nipris could be a bit of a dark horse, but we'll let that unfold in good time. As I see Jack Hale down there just doing the round, speaking to the fans, as you do. He's a bit of a hero around here. As I mentioned, he's got a penthouse in the hills.
All right, there they go.
Here we go. They're away.
A quick shout out as well, just through the start list there, boys. Mel Daniels, she's a local resident here in Tasmania, and actually had the pleasure of running the inaugural Hobart Park Run with Mel. But look at Loz Wells. She's just gone out in amazing fashion.
Yep.
And all the 1,500 metre girls are pretty happy just to let her go.
You can see Heine there just starting to sneak close to Lauren Wells, so she would have had a pace. And she would have spoken to the girls about what sort of pace she's going to go through. So Heine's, she's got to the lead there. Melissa Duncan's well positioned as they're going to go through the first 300 there. So Lauren Wells, formerly Lauren Bodum, leads them through. Amanda Paulin as well, another one to watch. Good Victorian runner. So go through the first 300 there, around 47 seconds. Heine starting to get closer and closer to her. Sorry, Mossy and Robbo.
Great to see Maddie Heine. Not afraid to push the pace there. And she's been running well over the longer distances. She's a very handy steeplechaser, 4th at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. We were there to see that, and so close to getting on the podium there. So Maddie Heine, she is right in the mix there in second position, looking good. Loz Wells coming around now, and she's through 400. She's almost up to 500. Can she get back to the finish line here? She's doing a great job pulling the lead on the front there, but it's Maddie Heine tucked in second, and watch for Lissy Duncan. She'll look to make her move up the ranks very shortly.
And just for those that are not athletics aficionados, Lauren is just going around here running the pace, which is just they would have had a pre-arranged certain time that they'd like to get her around the 400 metres in, and that's what she's doing, so that the other runners get on the pace.
Just imagine if she kept going. Imagine if she kept going, how she'd go. But she's gone now as Heine takes the lead there. So Heine, she's going to really take them through and look to dominate this race. Paul, and she's an athlete who's in very good form. She sits in about 5th place there, and you can see there Duncan, she's in 3rd spot, starting to make her move. Number 13 there, Caitlin Simpson from New South Wales. She's got a personal best there of 4 minutes 17. So at this stage of the race, Heine's really taken the aggressive approach here and goes straight to the lead.
There's a massive spread there across the field. You get the screen, and Maddie Heine. It's a very impressive story. She had 8 years away from the sport, was a bit disillusioned. She came back, and she has just gone from strength to strength. She's representing Australia and absolutely loving it. Big on social media as well.
Yeah, she's running very well out in front, and no doubt the girls behind her, they've got a bit of work to do, but they're slowly getting closer and closer. Amanda Paulin there running well, as is Duncan, but she's got a good lead here as they not too far to go.
You can see there, Lissy Duncan's way back. She's way back.
Yep, that's Maddie pulling away here. She's just looking so strong. She's coached by Adam Diddick, Team Tempo. He'll be watching. A big shout out to Adam down there in Adelaide. But here we go, Maddie Heine.
So Heine, 1 lap to go now. Not too far as Melanie Daniels starts to make her move. Heine's got all in front. She's got all to lose. Paulin's still got a bit of work to do. Duncan, where is she? Is she going to make a move? So Heine here, 3:50 to go. She'll be looking for some good early season form. She can run any distance, 8:15, 3K and above. 300 to go. Heine is in the lead, but the athletes from behind are starting to come with a run. And Melanie Daniels there, she's not giving up. Melanie Daniels, the New South Wales athlete, she's in 2nd place, and she is certainly not giving up as they go through with 200 to go. Still Heine in the lead. What sort of time we're going to post here? The clock's at 3:44 at the moment. Heine with 1:50 to go. I don't know if Duncan can get there. Paulin with too much work to do.
4:14's a PB for Heine.
Melanie Daniel as well. She's in 2nd place. Heine, what a run in front. Can she hold on? Daniel's trying to chase her down, but I think she's home. What a great front-running performance there from Madeline Heine there. Part of Team Tempo, Adam Didak. He's a great coach, and he's done very well here as the athletes chased and chase, but they won't get her. And a great win there, 4:15.97. In 2nd there, Melanie Daniels, and in 3rd place there, Caitlin Simpson from New South Wales. Great running there from our athletes there in the women's 1,500 metres.
And just a touch over 1 second off her personal best there, Maddie Heiner. Absolutely fantastic at this time of the season. Looking good, running strong. This is just awesome to see down here at the Briggs Athletics Classic, one of Australia's. Well, you still can call her a rising talent, but she is absolutely sensational at the moment. Looking forward to see her over the rest of the Australian Athletics Classic.
Yeah, clearly all that training paying off from her base down in Wollongong. She's one of the Kembla joggers, and she's got her base there in Thurul. So, yeah, a very, very impressive run. And that was the field there in the women's 1,500 metres. And Lauren Wells, she had her first taste of jumping on the start line in a 1,500 metres. Didn't finish tonight. She was the pacer. Lissy Duncan unfortunately falling off the pace tonight, but I know she'll be back, not able to defend her title. But it was all Madeline Heiner here tonight, and what a great run. We'll look to catch up with Maddie very shortly.
Well, Robbo, she dominated that, and it made her move, and really her competitors could not get close to her, and that decisive move really won her the race. So that's a great race leading into our men's 5,000 metres, which I think the boys, we've come to the conclusion, is our highlight of the evening, and there's 5 or 6 genuine chances. Hobart every year puts on a great 5,000 metre race.
Well, we might see if we can grab Maddie Heiner. Once the men's 5,000 does kick off, it'll give us a little bit of time maybe to have a catch up, and she can help us with some commentary perhaps of the men's 5,000. It's a 12.5 lap journey, and looking forward to seeing how the boys go. As we mentioned at the top of the show, we've got in terms of all-time Australian rankings, we've got number 3, number 8 and number 9, and Benny St Lawrence holds number 3 with his PB of 13.10, and we've also got the next fastest there being Davey McNeil, 2012 London Olympian, with 13.18.60, and closely behind him in ninth position all-time, Brett Robinson, 13.18.60. And Brett Robbo, he's been talking about eyeing off the 5,000 this year, and he'll be looking to get a great time on the board tonight. Can they get a qualifier this early in the season? Well, that will be, we'll have to wait and see there. World Champs qualifying standard 13.23, so they're going to have to be pretty hot on the pace tonight. Maybe still a little bit windy for fast running like that, but certainly it's cool enough for these distance runners. Yeah. And I'll send it up to you, Mossy. You can talk us through the field here.
Yeah, mate. Just if we see there as on the screen, Dua Yoa, Mitch Brown from Victoria, Brett Robinson, Zatopek 10 winner, Dave McNeil, Brenton Rowe, Benny St Lawrence. Spoke to him today. He's just hoping to get through this race without pulling up too lame with his Achilles that's been plaguing him over the last couple of years.
And James Nipris, we won to watch here. Steeplechaser by trade, but can run a good 5,000. Dua Yoa. He's a good athlete. Be interesting to see how he goes tonight. And the athlete to watch, no doubt about it, Brett Robinson. And you can follow him there on Twitter and have a look at his 5,000 personal best. 13.18.96 there. So from the ACT originally, beautiful Canberra.
One of the things you can do with these distance runners is they love to log their runs, and if you're on Strava, you can jump on there and you can see quite extensive details of the training runs these guys are doing, and most of these guys have been up at Falls Creek, so like so many of the distance runners do at this time of year. Each year, get a bit of altitude training, and Brett Robinson, he's been winning the 1K reps up there, so I'm told. On fire. Benny Saint's been building back, and he's been showing some great running as well. So not quite back at his best yet, but he'll be looking to tuck this one under the belt tonight, and he'll be back in action. Mitch Brown from Victoria, another classy runner there as well. So they'll be battling it out. Nipper in the middle there. Benny Moreau. We can almost claim him as one of our own. He's the UK citizen, but he lives in Sydney. So part of the Sydney Running Academy there. You'll see them in the bright orange singlets. They're not far away from the start here in the men's 5,000 metres.
See a couple of coaches there. Tim O'Shaughnessy, Rod Griffin there with their clocks out, ready to get some splits on this race.
So this is the final race of the evening, folks. Strap yourself in. 12.5 laps. The men's 5,000 metres meet record is 13.15.57. That's 13.15.57. 2012 by none other than CJ Birmingham.
The Colonel, Collis Birmingham. That's moving. 13.15. But look at the national record there, 12.55.76 by Buster Craig Mottram. That's legendary.
They're my two favourite athletes of all time.
Oh, that is legendary. And
yeah.
Don't know Craig, but Collis, top bloke.
Champion. And you can see there, we're talking about Brett Robinson, the athlete to beat, but just bouncing up and down. New Balance athlete is Benny St. Laurent out of Sweat, Sydney. Sean Williams, the coach.
I've just got a bit of a smoky to watch here. Craig Appleby. He's a bit of a smoky, I've heard on the grapevine. He might be one to watch.
Look at this. Sorry, mate. Kelly Heather, loving the love stream. Thanks, Kelly. Great to be watching such great footage from the comfort of my couch.
Well, we don't want any false accusations being floated around
was
here.
that after that photo of you blokes in my comment that you were both single?
Oh, Robbo. It's like Glasgow, mate. You got to let it go.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. So we're away now in our final event of the evening, the 5,000 metres. We'll have a couple of pacemakers here, and no doubt some of the athletes there will have told those pacemakers the exact pace they want. So looks like Nipris has got himself a good position early. Also Michael Marantelli there, the AFL boundary rider. See him a lot on the Victorian Athletics League. So Marantelli goes straight to the lead. And it's a big pack there. Brett Robinson just trying to find his spot, as is Dua Yoa. Brenton Rowe, the Austrian-Australian, represents Austria at the moment, but he does spend a lot of time here in Australia. So Marantelli is going to lead them there. The Austrian there in second. Nipris in third, trying to work out where St Lawrence is, and Brett Robinson at the moment.
And you can see there, if you can see there back on the right-hand side, it's Mitch Brown. He's the editor of Run For Your Life. You can see there. Yeah, as the boys come around there, you can see the tail of Mount Wellington in the background. And now we're heading down, and that's the Derwent River. If you can just sneak peek through the trees there.
So Marantelli here, he's setting the pace, and Brenton Rose very happy to go with him. James Nipris, a very good runner, to represent Australia at the highest level, so he'll be very interesting to watch how he goes. And Ben St Lawrence, this is going to be a very interesting race, to see what sort of shape he is in at the moment. He's put some good Ks in down at Falls. Loves his coffee, Benny Sain. He's one of the better blokes, a very good bloke actually, one of the best blokes around on the tour. So
yeah?
Yep.
What about your coffee? What about yourself, mate? How do you have your coffee?
Flat white.
Flat white? Yep. Just like Robbo?
Yes.
Very interesting.
So Marantelli leads him through there. Brenton Rowe is in second place there. Brett Robinson's taken a back seat there today. Now, very interesting. I think that's him in about fourth last spot there. So perhaps that's his tactics today. Sit there and really swoop home late. But Brenton Rowe there, he's very happy to go with the pacemaker.
I'll tell you who's caught my eye early on. It's young Mitch Brown with the flowing locks. Looks like he could do with a headband, and I may even present him with one at the end. But mid-pack there, you'll see him with the long blonde flowing locks. He's the editor of Run For Your Life magazine. Puts his heart and soul into the sport of athletics, and in particular distance running. And great to see him in the mix here once again. A quality runner, part of a quality field. And you can see just at the front there, they're strung out a little bit. But yeah, Robinson just tucked in well back at the moment. We're going to come up to a 1 kilometre split. So we'll get an idea of how fast these guys are travelling in just a few moments. Benny Saint tucked in at fourth there. As we see them come through, that's 1 kilometre done, 4 to go, so at 2:52. And
there's Brett Robinson starting to make he's about fifth spot. Brett Robinson there, he's now in fifth spot, so he's sitting all right on the tail there of Ben St Lawrence. Marantelli running the pace very well here. Down the back straight now. Nothing much has changed out in front. Marantelli's still taking the lead there. Rowe looks very comfortable, as does Nipris. It'll be very interesting to see how he goes over this different. And Mitch Brown, as we've mentioned a couple of times now, he's really making his way through the field. So I actually flew over with him today, and he's quietly confident of how he's going to go. He's been put some good Ks in, and he really wants have a good hit out tonight, which no doubt he's going to get against a quality field like this.
Yeah, look at that there. You can see Nipper just 3 back, a great steeplechase runner, and also cross-country as well.
And a bit of Akadaka in the background here. Thunderstruck, classic Australian song.
It's all happening. And just coming over the line there. Just going over the 4-minute mark.
All right, well, I've got a special guest down here at the right on trackside, and it's none other than Maddie Heiner. She's rugged up, and I'm slightly jealous because she's got all these extra layers on, but she's taken out the women's 1500 tonight. Gee, you look strong. You must be thrilled with that result early on in the season.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It's pretty rare for me to be leading a 1500, so that was a very unusual feeling, and I was terrified of everyone behind, but happy with it. A bit slower than I would have liked, but it's windy and it's cold and I was by myself, so pretty happy. I'm really, really grateful for Lauren, who kindly helped us for a lap and a half.
Yeah, no, we were wondering what she might have done if she could have kept going, because she was looking pretty good there, but very good little training run. And, yeah, tough out there on your own. And I reckon if maybe if you had someone to push you along, you might have even been able to jag that PB.
Yeah, I mean, that was obviously what I was hoping for, and I thought I was a bit further away from it, or maybe I could have found a little bit in the last few steps. But, yeah, hopefully have another few 1500s this season, get close to the PB. Actually, a hell of a lot in front of it, I'd like, so, yeah. And
tell me, just quickly, where's your main focus going to be? You know, the steeplechase, we saw you do so well over there with the 4th in Glasgow. 5,000, what do you think you're going to be striving for this season?
I think steeple's still the target. I think Glasgow really changed that, and I'm happy to run it. I still want to be a good 5K runner, and I really want to get quicker at this, so a bit of everything, but steeple's the main one.
Right, excellent. And who's your money on here in the men's 5,000? It's starting to string out a little bit now. Who do you like?
Give me a second, where are we up to?
We'll have a little look at the clock here in a sec. You can maybe call a lap and tell us who you like. It looks like Mitch Brown there in second place. I know his hair.
I think Brett's looking pretty good. I think Nipper's a chance as well. I was talking to him before and he was looking really good.
What's it like? You know, Nipper's out there. He's a steeplechaser like yourself. It must be pretty enjoyable not to have to go through the water jumps and jump all the hurdles, or do you like that challenge to break it up?
It is. We're talking about it today. It's so nice to come out and do an event that's not your event and just have a go. So, yeah, can't fall over anything today, or unless I did something really wrong.
Mitch Brown's made a big move here heading to the lead.
So we've got Brown, Rowe, Robinson and Nipper, and then there's Benny Saint. And Benny Saint's having a good little run there as well.
I reckon Dua, I don't know if he'll get the win, but I think he'll have a really good one too. But I'm on Brett. Brett and my backup's Dua.
All right, there you go. Well, you've heard it there. Thanks so much for joining us, and well done once again, Maddie. And when are you travelling back home?
I'm back tomorrow, and then I'll be visiting your land next weekend.
Look forward to welcoming you back to the Hunter. It's been a happy hunting ground, and great work again tonight. How do you have your coffee? Final question Mossy wants to ask.
Oh, skinny latte, but I'm into the piccolos lately.
All right, well, when you come to Newcastle, Mossy's shout. All right, thanks very much. There's Maddie Heiner. And we'll keep cheering them home here in the men's 5,000 metres.
Yeah, mate. It's all happening here. Mitch Brown's got the lead now, and Brenton Rowe, he's been very solid all race, sitting in that second position. Just stalking them. You can feel he's just waiting to let it rip and make his move. And James Nipris, we've mentioned him tonight. He's looking very comfortable. Benny Saint, Dua Yoa, and Dave McNeil. He's been around the traps for a while. He's been over in America. A very good distance runner. So there's really some major players in that front group there that are probably just waiting for that right time to make that move. It's a Mitch Brown, Run for Your Life, very passionate about the sport, and that's what we want to see. People who are passionate and love the sport of athletics. As the rain starts to pick up here, as the athletes head down the back straight, but Mitch Brown doesn't concern him. He just keeps on going with his long locks, and Brenton Rose stalking him. As the rain does pick up second by second here, Brenton Rose about to make his move, and here goes Robinson. He said, I've had enough. The rain's here. I've got to get there as soon as possible. Brett Robinson starts to swoop around them, and Nipris is going to follow him. So a bit of tactics starting to come here. Dave McNeil wants to go with him as well, and Benny Saint. It's really starting to get exciting here as we've got 6 laps to go here. The clock's ticking over. 8:25, 8:26, 8:27, 8:28. Robinson, the Canberra local, hits to the lead now. It's really starting to get heavy with the rain. Everyone's flocking for cover. The athletes, they've got to keep going. So Brett Robinson, he's leading Nipris. St Lawrence in third, McNeil in fourth. Dua Yoa is in fifth. They're the main players.
Yeah, as the rain starts to come down here, guys, you can probably see it there on the coverage. It never really comes fully across, but out in the open, Rob.
As I mentioned before, when it rains, it pours.
And what's it like down there, Robbo? You're undercover, mate. You enjoying it?
I've got Richard Welsh coming over to borrow my jumper.
Welshie. Oh, that'd be right. He's over there scabbing away.
It's actually his jumper, but...
There you go. Give it back, Kieran. Give it back. Back to the action. Robinson, he's looking good out in front. Early on, he just sat back and slowly picked his way through the field one by one. And Nipris, I think he's in for a really good race here. He's sat on them all throughout the race.
Yeah, so we've got a little over 1 mile to run there. 9:36 on the clock. And there's definitely a massive spread now.
So
Jack Rayner as well is in that group as well. He's looking very good.
2Ks. So 2Ks to go there, boys. 5 laps.
Yeah, mate. They're down the back straight. Robinson running well. Sitting with him is Nipris. He won't go away, and McNeil is right with him as well. And I'm quite impressed there with young Rayner. Jack Rayner there, personal best of 14.25. So they're the ones to watch. It looks like Robinson's put the accelerator down a little bit. Dewey Yoa starting to make his move into about 5th spot there. And McNeil, he doesn't want to give up either. So Robinson is still in the lead there. We're about to have 3 laps to go.
Who are you liking from here, Robbo?
Look, it's hard to go past Robbo. He's looking good. I think, look, he's going to have to go out on his own here, but, yeah, McNeil's, hanging in. I can see what's the gap there. That's 5-10 metres, but Benny's looking good. Look, McNeil's hanging in there. Nipper's starting to do it a little bit tough, maybe catching up with the pace that he's set off with. He's got a PB of just under 14 minutes, so if he can just hang in there for these next couple of laps and kick home, but the wheels are starting to fall off a little bit for Nipper. Benny Saint comes around. He's actually looking pretty good.
We can never write Benny Saint off his class.
Benny Saint Laurent, Dewey Yoa just in the background there. Mitch Brown, he's now well back. But look at Brett Robinson. He's pulling away from McNeil. He's probably out to 30 or 40 metres now, or maybe 30. And with a few laps to go, he's going to have to do it all on his own. And it's just a time trial from here. Can he get down to close to the mark that he's looking for, which is a 13.23, the World Champs qualifier?
Well, if he runs that tonight, it'll be pretty impressive, given the fact he really is out on his own now. McNeil's trying to go with him, but Robinson just looks super impressive out in front on his own. So Robinson, we know how much of a class athlete he is, represented Australia, and he really has put the foot down. Benny St. Laurent still looks good there. Rayner's running very well there in 3rd spot, and Dewey Yoa striding away well there, but down the back straight there, Brett Robinson is running very well, and with about 650 metres to go, I'll be putting my money on him because he's looking very good. But McNeil won't give up.
I think that money's probably safe there, Ollie, but what about Rayner? What a great name for the conditions.
Exactly, mate. Well, I'm glad you picked up on that, but Dave McNeil's not going away there. I don't think it's a done deal yet. We should not write him off. So Dave McNeil, he's been around for a long time. He's won Zanapec before, I think.
He's a class runner, but it's going to be all Robbo tonight. I'm picking it from down here. He's looking around. But he's coming up to 500 metres to go. He'll take the bell here and he'll see what he's got left in the tank to kick home. This is the product of a good few weeks up at Falls Creek and a great little training base, setting himself up for the year. But here we go. Brett Robinson takes the bell.
Brett Robinson here, the Canberra boy, with about 150 metres to go. Can McNeil get to him? McNeil's looking good. I'm not going to write him off yet. Benny Saint's into 3rd space there, and Rayner's in 4th. Running well there. Brenton Rowe in 5th. Dewey Yoa running well in 6th, and Mitch Clark still intact there, but down the back straight. It is Brett Robinson running very well.
Here comes McNeil.
But McNeil's not done. He's not done. I told you so. McNeil's looking to get onto him, and Robinson looks over his shoulder. 200 to go now. Can McNeil get there? If he did, it would be emphatic. Robinson's run well. He's done it tough from out in front, but McNeil's not giving up. Robinson's in the lead. He's got a bit up his sleeve, and I think he's going to have enough on him. He hits the home straight now.
Bring him home, Ollie. I think Robbo's got it. He's
Here
just gonna
comes
kick in
Robbo,
here.
the man from the ACT, Brett Robinson, a class athlete. What a class run that is. He's not going to get a qualifier today, but he gets the win. And a great run there from Dave McNeil. I thought with about 400 to go, he was a sniff, but Brett Robinson there, all class, 13:43.15. A great run there. McNeil takes second. Benny St. Lawrence in third there. Rayner takes fourth. Clark in fifth. Sorry, Mitch Brown there in fifth. Brenton Rowe runs well there for sixth, and Duayoa coming home there, and Nipris, he ran very well early on. So what an absolutely outstanding performance here in the men's 5,000 metres. Great run out there in front by Brett Robinson, the Canberra Cannon they call him. And he'll be very happy with that win there, and no doubt he's heading in the right direction as a lot of our fans here have been, I guess, swamped here with rain, and they've had a great night of athletics. How good was that, Robbo?
Yeah, look, absolutely sensational run there by Brett Robbo Robinson, and we'll have a chat with him very shortly. He's given us the thumbs up. But I'll tell you what, Benny St. Lawrence is back. He's dusted off his sub-14-minute run there, well off his quickest, but I tell you what, when you're coming back from an injury, you'll take that in swirly conditions down here at the Domain Athletic Centre. So, look, we built it up as being one of the events of the night, and there you go. A great race, but Dave McNeil, cannot count him out. He was there fighting all the way, and I'll tell you what, there was a couple of little nervous moments there for Robbo in that last 600 metres or so. He had to put the foot on the accelerator, but he was up to the task. So, sets him up nicely now. Great run there for James Nipperes, having a good dig till 2/3 through the race there, and he unfortunately couldn't keep that pace going, but he had a real good dig. And Brett Robinson looks fresh, looks like he could go again. Might see if we can grab him.
It's a threshold run for him, mate. He's just blowing away the cobwebs, kept it at a certain rate, and no, great run there. We're going to watch a bit of a replay very shortly there. As you can see him all out there on his own, looking over the shoulder, just seeing if Dave McNeil has got any chance. He would have felt him getting closer and closer, and obviously the commentators here, Grant Penny's been on the ground announcing, doing a fantastic job, but he was, with about 100 metres to go, well in control and ran away with it, and he'll be very happy with that win there, and I'm sure you boys got him down there right now.
Yes, we certainly do, Ollie Worm. And look, if we're seeing the replay here, Brett Robinson, mate, congratulations. Yeah, tough conditions out there, a bit windy, but all that training up at Falls Creek's obviously paid off.
Yeah, it's always windy up at Falls Creek, so I'm used to it. But I was lucky he had Brenton Rowe and Mitch Brown pushed the pace early, and it helped because my plan was always to go 5 laps to go, and they helped because they ran to that hard and made it a little bit easier for me.
And Davey McNeil, I saw you looking over your shoulder a bit, 600, 800 to go. He kept you honest, didn't he?
He told me last week about this race where he closed in 53, and that's all I was thinking about. Yeah. I know he can sprint at the end, but I was just hoping I'd worn him out by the time we got to the last lap, and lucky I had enough of a gap to hold on.
And mate, you got that win down at the Zatopek in December last year. You've taken this one out here tonight. Expectations for the rest of the season, you'll have another outing in the 5,000 in Melbourne, and hopefully get that qualifier.
Yeah, I'm also racing in New Zealand end of February. I should run under 13:20 there, and then yeah, hopefully come to Nationals, win that, and then easy done.
All right, mate. Well, it sounds like a great plan. Well done once again. You look fresh enough to go again. When are you going to get another crack at a park run?
I'd love to soon. You got to talk to my coach. Right. I'll just do what he says.
We'll get him up. Come up and have a run with teach Mossy. Get Mossy under 24 minutes, mate. Well done once again. Congrats, and yeah, good luck, and we'll see you in the rest of the tour.
Thank you.
There you go, Robbo, special moment, and Mossy.
Oh, look at that, just bringing up the looks of the three there.
If I ever need a stand-in, we get this bloke.
And thanks very much for everyone
Cheers,
for
mate.
Joining us across the tour. It's been fantastic to be amongst it today. You can catch a wrap on athletics.com.au. Robbo, we saw some highlights today, national records in the women's hammer throw.
Mossy, there's one rule. Look,
what's going on here?
Mossy, there's one rule. For you to come down here and chat with me here, jacket's got to come off,
okay,
mate.
right, mate. No worries.
Sorry, if I'm in one layer, you can't be coming down here all cosy.
I'm not coming down, boys. I'm staying up here.
Ollie's not even coming down. Ollie's got the blue lips of doom. Mate, grab a seat.
Righto, okay.
Well, how was it up there?
Yeah, pretty good up there, mate. Saw some great PBs out there today. Matt Denny, 67.62. In the men's hammer, and he's one of Australia's rising stars. Another personal best for Sammy Lind. You spoke to her, 54 low, which was great. And Damien Birkenhead, one of the great chuckers out there, represented Australia at the Commonwealth Games. Well, he continues to rise up with a 15.53 in the men's shot put, which is fantastic, Robbo.
Yeah, great early season results. Let's not forget, this is the first stop on the tour. There's six stops, and then we've got the 2 finals as well. So it's only very early days. A lot of athletes just dipping their toe in the water, seeing where they're up to, seeing where a lot of their training has got them to at this point. And I'm sure, look, that people will be very, very happy. Some great performances, as you mentioned. I love the distance running, as you can tell, and to see the cream of distance runners here in Australia on show. And digging in and doing it tough, fantastic. Maddie Heiner, soft spot for her with her story, and she just carved them up. Women's 1500 metres, that's not even her event, and she's taken the W home. And look, a great all-round performance from the guys in the distance, in the longer runs at the end there.
And let's not forget Brooke Stratton as well, jumping out
great
there
story.
today. It's a great story to be back, young Brooke, and looking forward to see her come back from that dreadful injury last year that I saw her disappear from the Com Games team. And I'll tell you what, we've got a guy just coming in on frame now.
Lurking in.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is none other than Ollie Worm.
Ollie, I know you're a one-lapper yourself, but we've spoken about some of the throws, we've spoken about the distance runs, but what about the 400s, even the 800s in there as well?
Yep.
I know you're a massive fan, but tell us what were your highlights?
Yeah, look, I think the men's 400, a bit of an upset there in Douglas getting the win. I thought Lukey Stevens will be running very well tonight, Carew as well, and Jared West, super impressive there in the men's 8s. He made the race his own, and just a great vibe around here at the track. And of course, Jack Hale, what a legend. He's the king of Hobart, I reckon.
Look out, Tristan Thomas's dad. He might be the new Lord Mayor.
Jack Hale's the new Lord Mayor.
Oh, there you go. I'll tell you what, boys, this is absolutely freezing down here. I need a cuddle, so I'm going to come in just a little bit tighter, mate. But on behalf of all the team, VPA Live Athletics Australia, Mossy, Robbo and Ollie Worm, we look forward to catching you next week.
Well, where are we next?
The Hunter Track Classic.
Where's that?
Well, it's up in the gateway to global warming, that is Newcastle. So tune in next week. You can catch a wrap of all the action on athletics.com.au. And on behalf of the team, we'll catch you then.
Here we go, done.